Hello and welcome to the Party Dungeon. This is Dungeon Party. As always, I'm your DM Blake Peebles, and this is your cast. Hello, everybody. We're here to play some Dungeons and Dragons, and I really hope all the audio is working, and it looks like it is. I finally got it right. It's only been fucking 5 years. All right. Yeah, I don't have anything to say before we get started. We could just jump straight to BitTown if we want to. Does anybody have any cherished bits or messages they'd like to share?
Got no bits for BitTown. I'm sorry.
No bits for BitTown. All right, well, I'm gonna
I have a
cry
message
about it probably. Michael, I have to ask, is your message about the thing you just talked about before we started the stream?
I don't have a message.
Okay.
I was literally going to, as soon as stream started, just shout into my mic exactly what we were talking about, but I decided
someone
not
at
to.
CVS did that.
Man.
Someone at CVS did that, so.
All right. Sounds good. Well, I guess without further ado, we'll just jump into Dungeons and Dragons here. I don't know that I've
Sounds
ever
lovely.
listened to this entire song. Okay, last time on Bright Futures, our students, having finished their field trip at Garrick Bastion, made their way back up into the mountains, the Drellstone Sierras, to go back to the spooky haunted castle where they left maybe the father of all vampires. And while there, did a little ritual to contact the entities living within Una's maces. While in there, a very, very bad man from Una's bloodline attempted to attack and free one of the creatures from those maces, but the group held them off with ease, I might add, before Una spoke to both of the creatures in the maces, was pleaded, and the imprisoned one pleaded for help, and then when Una didn't give it, said some really mean things. Afterwards, Everett teleported the group back to Kelshar. Upon arriving in Kelshar, they noticed that the Kitesworn had officially taken over as the guard force of Kelshar. And it's not the only change, as when they got back, they noticed there was a big ice castle in the middle of their lake, made by Nimnef. But they didn't worry too much about that for the time being, and instead went to sleep. And everyone had a pretty peaceful night, with the exception of Septon. And that is where we will pick up.
He had a very peaceful night.
He had the most peaceful night out of anybody. So, Septon, as your trance comes to a close, you feel a sweaty hand on your shoulder, shaking you back to consciousness.
Why's it gotta be sweaty?
Because Kerfley's a sweaty guy. I don't know what to tell you, dude. In my NPC bio forum, it does say sweaty with a big underline under it, so.
Alright. Good morning.
He looks pissed.
I assume it's like 2 a.m.
Yeah, it's deeply not morning. He looks fucking pissed.
I don't remember what my last interaction with him.
And he says to you, "So, do you remember what our last interaction entailed?"
Honestly, no.
You don't remember me coming, speaking to you in the Adventurers Guild in that Garrick Bastion place, and telling you to be on the lookout for recruits for our master's forces, specifically dragons. Oh, you must not. You must have forgotten when you killed a dragon and brought its head back to hang on your wall.
Alright. Listen. What am I supposed to do? Okay. You have me undercover as an adventurer. I'm supposed to encounter a dragon and just let it hang out near a town? Just let it, do its thing? That would immediately raise suspicion. If cohorts were like, we gotta kill the dragon, and I was like, no. Let's let it live. It seems cool.
Or, secret third option B, the one I asked you to do. Speak to the dragon, ask it to join our master's side, and then it can go to the Shadowfell. 2 problems solved. Did you even attempt to speak to this dragon, to sway to your side?
We did speak to the dragon. We did attempt brief negotiations. It was not interested.
That is not what I asked. Did you speak with the dragon to get it onto our master's side? Did you even bring up the option?
I cannot bring up our master in front of my cohort. When I say I can't, I don't mean, oh, I don't want to. I mean I can't!
The burden of that is on you, not on me, I'm afraid. And as well as the burden of this failure, I'll be reporting to our master with glee, I might add. And I must remind you, in the future, should others who may be sympathetic to our master's cause, to the destruction of this empire, arise, your duty is to speak with them and bring them to our master.
Okay. So our master wants to destroy the empire.
Yes. And this war that you're so obtusely opposing would be a great way to do that.
Alright, so... You want me to try to make a connection between, like... Sorry, I just got a notification I did not recognize there. So you need me to make connections between people who are trying to start the war and our boss.
There's the brain we got you for, yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, if I run into anytime soon, I'll let you know. I'll see what I can do.
I've done many things for our master, and bar none, my least favorite is babysitting you. So let's make this go as quickly as we can. Get this over with so we never have to speak to each other again. And he turns and he leaves your room.
Okay. Steps is just gonna roll back.
I should check real quick.
Steps is genuinely unclear on what he was supposed to do when he cannot speak the name of the person he works for.
You're working for not the most rational of individuals. So.
Show up and be like, I have a job. Would you like to make an alliance with
someone?
a being?
But the rest of the night for Septon is uneventful.
Do I still complete a long rest?
Yeah,
you said I'd already tranced.
It. Pierre, if there's anything you want to do, because you trance as well, right, as a wood elf. If there's anything you want to do at night, I can't believe Elf Corner's back. Actually, that's crazy.
The return of elf time, baby.
Oh no.
I don't know. I don't think I have anything besides sleeping or meditating, I should say. I hear Septon shouting to himself in the middle of the night.
Yeah, you definitely hear some noise coming from the other side of the place. And somebody angrily leaving the house, but...
Must be having some bad dreams or something.
Elf time is just hours of fun you could have with the slide.
Going night sliding in the late fall.
You can Pierre and Septon do for 4 hours while you guys are fucking around. Or while you guys are asleep, sorry.
Fucking around.
Fucking around. Fucking around in Dreamland.
It's taking us extra time to sleep. You don't need that shit.
You guys are doing that REM shit.
Cool.
All right. Well then, you do what you do in the night, and morning comes before too terribly long. It is Monday. It is Monday. I have to.
It is?
Yes, it is Monday, the 1st of Ilthar. So
The second?
Second on the calendar.
You're right.
What else does it say on the calendar?
The first Monday of Ilthar. Oh, does it say give Tether a gift day on the calendar?
What the fuck?
That's crazy.
Who knew?
Can we add things to the calendar?
Yeah.
But
Well,
it
that's
says,
good.
but it says who added it, so keep that in mind. Which is to say, it is a day when classes are starting again.
Ugh.
You have returned to class. In the morning, there's a knock on the door, as you're all sort of getting up, and you see Mrs. Lee, She is there at the door with a basket of home-baked confections.
No.
Welcome back, my darling little chickadees.
Who's this?
Oh, who are you?
Mrs. Lee, Peer, Mrs. Lee.
Is this
Hello, Mrs. Lee.
Is this a new student again that you'd like to register again?
Oh, yeah.
A new one again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
another one again.
All right. Well, that's all right.
Wait, didn't we have a whole... Wasn't this established before the trip? No, I guess it wasn't.
You've never been here.
No.
Well, Pierre, welcome. I hope you find it good to be here. I don't know how academically inclined you are, but we'll have you sign up with all the classes with your friends here, and you can join in electives at your leisure if you'd like.
Okay. Sure.
Well,
Or something?
Yes. And she pulls out the big thing. If you want me to send you all the electives, I can do that. Although I think they're listed in
They're pinned somewhere, I thought.
They're
Pierre have to go...
listed
Pierre have to
in
live with the
the
first
journal.
years?
No,
Yeah.
she's in your class because I'm not dealing with that. In the journal tab, if you go to Bright
this section is
Futures
just-
Initiative and you go to School Systems, there's a tab called Classes. And you have to take the core classes, and you have to take a minimum of one elective, but you can take as many electives as you'd like. So, you can look at that, but Pierre's not going to be expected to
Okay.
be jumping in there immediately. But, welcome all the same. I thought that I would let you all know that your arrival is quite timely, as your homeroom teacher has also returned quite recently. I have been told that Corel is looking forward to seeing you in today's politics class.
Oh, yeah. Where
Okay.
was Corel?
Corel was looking for information about,
The Jade Prince.
because Corel and the Jade Prince share a name, but
Jade
Corel
Prince.
can't tell you that name. But there was a member of their sort of coalition that backed out before they went through with it, who knows what the name is, but isn't bound by the same.
Oh my god, Corel, just fucking write it down and we'll read it. It's fine.
Cannot. Physically incapable. Well, welcome. I do hope you enjoy your stay here at the Bright Futures Initiative. The rest of you, does Pierre need a room? Do we need to arrange accommodations for her, or...
I think we figured that out last night.
Great. Oh, good.
Yeah.
You're all so confident, my darling little chickadees. Well, I'll leave these here for you. Not poisoned, I
Awesome.
promise. I'm glad we can joke about this.
Here,
Yeah.
there was an incident one time, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
Mrs.
we got
Lee's
poisoned.
It wasn't
fault.
me. It was someone pretending to be me, sort of. Anyway, nothing of note has really occurred other than classes. The first years are really starting to shape up. You'll be impressed by their growth, I believe. Though they haven't been going through the same thing that you all went through last year. But I suppose that's for the best.
We're gonna knock him back down.
Our trials have been
and-
considerably harder.
Yes.
We're definitely the better ones.
Well, it's very possible, but we don't want
A
to
little friendly
traumatize all
competition.
of our
Competition,
students.
of course.
A little friendly competition. A little
Yes.
friendly competition.
Yes, the less we traumatize our younger peers, the better, right?
If only you said that last year.
Well, there were no younger peers, and I was
We
under.
cracked
Listen.
open a beer.
Coffee! It's coffee! With a skull on it, too. I've seen some...
Yeah, lady.
I am also sure that you've seen it already, but your guest has constructed a bit of something out on the lake. It shouldn't be a problem, but I just wanted you to be aware.
Isn't it pretty?
You went
It
full
is
Elsa.
actually pretty. He went what?
Full... Oh, it's just a thing we say back in Helvest. You wouldn't get it.
I suppose I wouldn't. I'm not from
Sorry, it's
around
a theater
there.
joke.
Oh, of course. Well then, I shall bid you a good morning and best of luck with your classes today.
Thanks.
Bye.
Lucy.
Classes today. Woof.
Yeah.
Right back into it.
Does anyone
Here-
need new journals? Pierre, do you
First
need
thing you need to learn, you don't have to go.
I'm
You
handing-
don't have to go.
The classes, listen, you could in fact probably pass the school without going to classes,
Here,
but
I
you
have set
should.
up 3 different journals. in different colors and patterns for you to choose from.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll take the red one.
Okay.
Thanks. Nah, I guess I'll go to class. I mean, what do you guys? You guys typically go to class, I'm assuming. Well, maybe not you. Heather.
Always.
Oh, yes.
No.
Hey, no, you want to go to class? It's probably a good idea.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
I'm
like,
here.
if you think about it, we did kill it for the last couple weeks. So,
So,
So let's keep that trajectory
Good work.
going.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You could
Yeah, go to
definitely, you could skip a couple here and there, and nobody would like really notice.
I'll
But
notice.
We'll play it by ear. If something comes up and I need to skip for whatever reason.
I'm thinking sometime in the next couple weeks, I might take a day off. I might be feeling it. We'll see. See how things pan out.
I mean, midterms are coming up. I will warn you.
oh no,
Or
this is what
maybe
Tether says.
Finals for the term. I don't remember which one it is, but
It's
there are-
midterms.
Yeah, there's a testing season coming up in 2 weeks.
Oof.
Okay. Well, let's
Not steal Tether's gifts day.
No.
Well, why don't we go to class then? Lead the way.
Cool.
Whose class are we going to?
Politics.
Politics first.
Politics.
Up in.
Fine, I'll go to
Overall.
politics.
Up in
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
I don't know if you met.
This might be a
Cole.
bad idea.
I haven't met any of your teachers now.
Bringing Pierre to Colrill's class might not be a good idea.
Gonna see we're just gonna see what happens.
All right.
All right.
All right. Well, I've got my notebook. I've
You
got
need a
my
matching
pencil.
pen.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Thanks.
You make your way to the tower, make your way up the tower. Pierre, it's a very, it's a unique construction in here. Lots of staircases that seem to not go anywhere. But the students know their way up to the very top of the tower. You head on up into the lounge, and you see a familiar figure with their back turned to you. The familiar slender figure that you all recognize, busying themselves at something on a table.
What's up, Teach?
Oh, I'm afraid you're mistaken. And the figure turns around. Reveals
Oh,
someone who looks a lot like Colrell, but is
I'm
not.
gonna scream.
you planned that out to try to be cool, and that makes you not cool.
This was very theatric for this early in the morning.
Not really the welcome, not the reaction I anticipated, but here we are. Welcome back. I had Colrell take the day off.
I should have taken the day off.
And he scans your faces. He looks
I'd
at
like
all
to-
of you. Go for it.
No, sorry. I'm
His eyes settle on you, Pierre. And he smiles. So, I have come for several reasons. I hear you were quite busy over in the Bastion.
Yeah,
Oh
we do what we do.
Would I be amiss in assuming that you were the ones who sabotaged the Kite Sworn's whole situation over there?
I mean, we had a lot of quests to do. Didn't really
Which
have time to
one?
be...
What are you talking about?
Well,
We were too busy slaying dragons and whatnot.
Yeah, between the dragon slaying and
We found
establishing
someone's
connections.
missing necklace or something. There was a
establishing
ghost.
Connections inside the the magical
The
raft.
the
The mist. I'm blanking on it.
We did a stakeout.
Blade.
Did a stakeout. We dealt with one of the gangs in town.
we
didn't,
slaughtered a cult.
we didn't have time
that
to
what
be
you're
messing
talking
around
about?
with the. Was the Kite Sworn the cult? Was that the name?
Right. Okay. Well, I've been pretty honest with you. It's a little rude to not be honest with me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Lay it out.
I'm sure another group of out-of-town adventurers.
What? No deception check here.
You can go for it.
What game is it?
Feel free, but
What fucking game is this?
he has sources. You can lie to him, but if he knows that you did it, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, if he already knows, then fuck it. Yeah, no.
He didn't just come in guessing or asking you to tell him what happened. He came in here with an accusation. That's fine. I understand. I also have been trying to undermine your position in the region, as I'm sure, you know.
Of course
You
you
expected me to do as well. Regrettably, it's been difficult. It seems that with Kelshar, with the cultural center of this region so enamored by you all, the whole of Denovan is a little bit difficult to sway.
You know what we were doing? What were you what were you doing to try to undermine us?
Well, I've been trying to push the anti-Fae rhetoric, but with a Fae as such a prominent member of the Saviors of Kelshar, it's not taking quite as easily here. Tried to spread a lie or two about various origins of all of you. Not all lies, actually. But they didn't seem to care. Didn't seem to care as much as I would have liked them to. So I come to you, hat in hand, and say, I would really like my war to get started, please. What can I do to get you on board?
I feel like that's not how negotiations work. I feel like you have to start an offer, and then we build off of that.
Right.
You can't just ask us for, like, the world, you know?
Starting offer?
What? Why are you trying to limit your negotiating point here? You could ask for the world, but you've told me you don't want that?
No. No one said we don't want that. You're just showing up and being like, hey, what's the price? I'm saying, what are you offering?
What's worth it to you?
Well,
Yeah.
That depends on some of your ideals, I suppose. How invested?
The gang sells out.
How invested are you in being the heroes of tomorrow?
Do you mind if we do a quick poll?
Oh, no, feel free.
Like, do we just, like, tell someone he's here, or, like...
They probably know. He's a government official.
I don't know if that will help very much.
I think they're fine with that.
Yeah, well, they didn't think to give us a heads up? I hate it here. We just saw Mrs. Lee.
Amongst us, does anyone want this war to happen?
No, why would we want a war to happen?
I don't think he has
War.
anything.
I want what you
War
want.
Sucks.
I just want to
Yeah.
live my life.
Okay.
And
Can
go to school.
he hear us? Is he like listening to
Yeah,
us
he's
right now?
standing in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on, is
Um,
this? Hang on. Is
He
this...
does motion to Pierre with a smile, goes, you are going to have to remind me of your name. I apologize.
In Pierre's head, I want to be like, no, to me. Just focus on us. Focus on us. Power move. He doesn't even remember your name. Come on.
I turn back to you guys and I say, what war?
Hold on.
Oh.
Pierre,
What?
who do you work for?
Like,
if you were to point in this room to the person you work for, where would you point?
look. Maybe he doesn't remember my name.
I don't believe you.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look at Septon very, like, give you a very serious look, very nervous look, and I'm gonna say, now might not be the time to discuss that.
All right, we'll come back to that point.
What? War?
Oh, he wants to start a war with Nildor.
Yeah. Zymor and Nildor, go to war. That's
Yeah.
his goal here.
Though it's like a narcissistic power play or something.
Yeah, no, he's gonna take
Geographically,
over.
Geographically, where is Lunawenor in that?
It is, so if you go to the map,
Okay.
you're actually not that close. You're in the Viserion over here. Lunawenor is in the Viserion over to the west, above Caerleone. Nildor is down sort of southeast area. But it's basically the cousin forest to the Viserion where Lunawenor is.
Okay. I breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief, and I turn back towards JP, and I say, my name's Pierre.
Yes,
You
Pierre.
probably know my father from Lune Lenore. He sent me to do some work on your behalf.
Right, no, it's just I employ so many people. I can't remember all of your names. I apologize. Don't worry, the rest of you. She's not reported anything to me yet. But I did want to catch that name just one more time. Appreciate it, Pierre. No, continue your commiseration. I'll pretend like I can't hear.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
So basically, he wants to be big boy in the big castle. They want to be big person.
He has pronouns.
Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you.
Why are we doing this? I'm dropping group whispers. Jesus, yeah, what the fuck?
I mean,
It's only for 4 people, but we'll just say that I'm
You're relaying. That's
relaying it for everybody without repeating it.
hold on. I reply. Oh wait,
So now we can all talk telepathically, essentially.
okay. I say, hold on. I thought you guys were working for him too.
We
Kind of
are.
stringing them along.
Yeah, we're like, we're very openly undermining him. We're not on the same page.
Hedging our
did-
bets.
A little bit lie to you about that. Not gonna lie. Because he told us he wanted to start a war, and we were like, well, we don't like that. So, we figured we'd just kind of undermine him for a while, and then
We have
you came along, and joined us, and...
Here, let me ask you this follow-up question. Don't read into this too much or anything, but like, how much do you not like this guy?
Listen,
What lengths are you guys willing to
He's
go to
just
to
a-
get rid of him?
He's just
Should
a
we-
nuisance.
should we kill him?
Oh.
Just a nuisance.
I mean,
Here, okay, Pierre. We have so many powerful entities all, like, worming their ways into our lives. Whether it's my shit, I almost called you Pierre, Septon's shit. We have all got shit. On top of huge crazy things that all happened at Hagen last year. Also, we're kind of friends with a cool ancient dragon.
not to brag or anything.
Yeah, Jade Prince came in. I am definitely speaking for myself, but give me a here if y'all agree with me. I don't care. Sure, I don't want war to happen, but I don't give a fuck about this guy. Oh my god.
Oh wow! Uno!
Part of it.
This is all happening in
in your
Yeah.
Una did go, oh.
Septon's just like, Septon is just gonna be like, do you think we could just kill him right now?
Well, we had this conversation before, and he brought up the whole diplomatic immunity. all that stuff.
No, it's the whole, isn't it the whole Colrill, like, they're bound, he wouldn't die thing going on? That's
well,
right.
he's a fiend. If you kill him here, that's not permanent.
Yeah, he has
right.
the king as his thrall
Right.
or whatever.
Yeah, no, we don't like this guy. This is a guy who's trying to manipulate us into doing what he wants, which is starting a war that'll get a lot of people killed. We don't like this guy.
We've all been silent for like a minute or so. I like you to look at him over my shoulder.
He waves.
Look
He
back.
waves and smiles. He's now sitting.
This really changes things. This really changes.
You like him? Are you, like, you're buddy with him? Or...
Yeah, we have some talking to do tonight, Pierre.
Well, I've been
No judgment.
True.
been waiting for a good moment, but it's tricky. Look.
Doesn't have to be now. We
I
can
don't-
table it.
We've got a list.
I'm worried.
We all have big
about-
bads in our lives.
I'm worried about. Put it plainly, I'm worried about what happens to my family if we attack this guy.
Okay, then we don't
Okay.
just straight up attack him right now.
But I picked up something in the mountains that I'm thinking might come in handy one day. If I picked up that spear, and if I can pierce him with it, he has to do what I say.
What
Oh.
spear was that?
The astral anchor.
Yeah. Hell
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I sort of scooped that up. I was hoping you guys wouldn't ask about why I wanted it so badly.
You're just loot guy, so gal, so
Yeah, well,
With those big honking muscles.
I know. I'm pretty strong.
I mean, that's really aggressive to
The
just.
charisma save DC 16. That might be a lot to ask for.
That's a little to ask. All right. The point is, we're all on the same page that we don't like this guy. If we want to scheme for your plan later, we could work on that. But like,
But in
We
this
just-
moment, what do we do right now?
We just tiptoe the line as we've been doing.
yeah,
It
right now
doesn't
we just-
matter.
Yeah, right now we string him along. We confuse his ass.
Wait,
He's-
so we
he's-
start this
he's-
war on his behalf?
Yeah, but we're not starting a war.
How do we start a war?
Nobody even fucking knows.
He had
Yeah.
he
He has a
think
way to
once
start
we-
it.
yeah, I think once we say yes, he's gonna give us a path forward, but
Oh,
Yeah.
we're
But like
not
he's not
doing-
he's not shit. Do you guys remember when I called him immediately? Called him immediately.
called him
With the
you
false
call him
flag,
immediately?
yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this guy's trying to start a war. And I said it to his face.
Oh. Was that when I was asleep?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's when you were asleep for 24 hours.
Also, like, 50% of the reason why Una does not care about this.
You weren't really there for the exposition for this plot thread.
But I do
Yeah.
know war bad, so.
So, can I make you an offer now? Are you done talking? Do you have an answer to my question?
Yeah, before we continue, can I just ask if this is part of the curriculum? Because I really want to stick to the approved.
Sure,
curriculum.
yes. Might as well be.
Yeah, what are we learning right now?
You're
Should I be
learning
taking-
wartime negotiation.
Okay, so if you're teaching us, you should be at the blackboard with chalk.
You're in a lounge right now. Coral
I know.
doesn't.
Oh, Coral's one of those teachers.
Yeah,
She
Coral-
still says it.
Coral, you hang out at a bar for Coral's class effectively. So, do you have an answer to my question? How important is it to you that you are the heroes of tomorrow?
It's the general goal
Okay,
that brought
great.
us all together.
Well, say post-war, there's a power vacuum that I intend to conquer. I really couldn't give a rat's ass about what comes up to fill the place as long as I'm in charge of it economically. That could be yours. You can set policy. You can set law. You can enforce your ideals on the region.
In everyone's head, I don't want that.
Yeah, Tether raises her hand. A government position? I can't think of anything worse.
Well, it doesn't have to be a government position. You set the laws and you leave. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's not gonna like. It's not gonna like last.
Well, no, sure it will. I mean, there's a power structure I can import to make sure that what we set up lasts, for a while at least. We're starting over. At least in this area. This may be the second most influential continent in our blessed plane, but it's a bit of a mess. I mean, Caerleone's rotting from the inside out. Zymor's, it's a mess. It's the Emperor took me 3 days to completely infiltrate the government here. Nildor is just a forest full of war criminals. And then the south is, being torn apart by a vampire war, and no one's doing anything about it. I mean, you have to admit, things aren't great here. So
But don't try to imply that you're better than that.
I'm not. You might be.
Or not.
Well, that's for you to decide. It's an offer. It's an offer. If it's not something that interests you, we can take the negotiation elsewhere.
Listen, this is an interesting beginning of negotiations, but perhaps we need a little more time to discuss this. I mean, we didn't realize this was the offer on the table. You show up one day, you're like, hey guys, let's settle it now. I mean, come on, this is politics, it doesn't work like that. We need more time.
I mean, to be transparent, I was hoping I could do this without you, but it's becoming increasingly clear that I can't.
Oh, no. You're stuck in here with us, alright?
No,
it's happening with us.
I am well aware of that. That's why I come to you to speak about this. I mean, to be fair, you don't hold all the cards. I could just declare war on Denovan. and kill you and everyone in the region. But at that point, the war ends there, you know? And that's not as widespread as I'd like it to be.
You'd also probably lose a lot of, what's the word? Social capital
Well, it wouldn't be
in the
me.
movement.
It's the Emperor's word. It's even better, actually. He gets ousted, and then, you know, oh, there's a top spot. You know, if you don't work with me, the collapse of just the Empire works for me. I can make that work. I'm aiming for something bigger, which I require you to help me with.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think you need to work on your likability.
Yeah, well, most of the time I just magically force people to like me, and it hasn't been much of an issue.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, again, give us...
Do you have like a
Use,
deadline?
I'm trying to do this quickly. I mean, the announcement of the trammel was supposed to be the beginning of the countdown to war, but because of this, there's been a bit of a delay, and the more time we wait, well, the more organized the rest of the world can get. Ideally, I'd like this to happen while the vampire thing is still going on.
Yeah, but that's probably gonna go on for years.
I've actually heard...
Not like it'll wrap up in a few months.
I've actually heard weeks at this point. I've actually heard that there's this religious group out of Salos that's making good work down in there. So who knows how long that lasts? So I'd like it to be
out
soon.
of Salos.
Well, if you want more time,
Remember the
maybe you should
people
try
that
sabotaging
fucking
them.
Killed Karasu.
Yeah, the people that beat me with hammers.
Yeah,
Beat him to death with hammers.
with the most
Forgot
annoying
about that.
shield of all time.
Yeah, and that guy who lived because he jumped off a cliff while raging.
Yeah. Why don't you sabotage them to make it last longer?
I don't want to get my hands dirty in vampire business. I have enough going on right now. I'm not all powerful.
As do we.
True.
Funny
Lot
you
of-
should say that.
You
A
know,
lot of
you'd have
interesting
less-
things about vampires these days.
What?
A lot of interesting news with vampires these days. Vampire war in the south?
Make
Other
a
things?
Make a deception check.
I don't know if I should make a deception check. There's a lot of interesting news
Yeah,
about
but
vampires
you were
these
talking about
days.
something specific. You were referring to something.
18. Terrible.
All right. Okay. If you need more time, that's fine. I come for another reason as well, actually. I have some information about the killer of our mutual monk friend.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
You know, you're
What was it?
That's the
Oh.
other.
What was that? Like a dragon killed him was our theory?
Yes, a dragon.
The dragon.
Well, you could say the dragon, yes. The dragon has followers, many of them, and they have been spotted quite frequently. These underlings are on something of a monster hunting spree at the moment. In addition to the monk, they've been spotted downing the Levin Rock, the Mad Forge King of the Fire Giants beneath Skebra, and an entity known as the Demigod of Song over in Karth in the last year alone. I mean, reports are very shaky from all of these. I can't be everywhere at once, but the one commonality that I have heard of is that all of the corpses, like our monk friend, were found with something removed from them. I also know that amongst these underlings are a couple of friends of yours.
Oh.
So it might be even more interesting to you now. I'm sure you
I'm gonna kill
know
that.
who I'm referring to.
Yeah, just give us the information.
I'm gonna kill that
That
bastard
was
next
the
time I see him.
information. They're monster hunting. Big, famous monsters. I don't know why. And your friends are with them.
The
And
cult
you don't
of
know
the-
where they are.
Right? No. But I know where they have been.
Who's your friends?
Pal and Mal, they suck.
Yeah, we'll kill him next time we see him if I have anything to say about it.
I wanted to kill them last time!
Girl.
Are you guys?
Yeah, no. I think they got away last time. I don't think we
No, we
let
talked
them
to them.
go.
You talked to him and let him go last time.
Oh,
said
we gotta
they
stop
haven't-
doing that.
They said they
No,
haven't.
Yeah, I wanted to kill them. That's
No,
why
no, no,
I shat on them
Tyler-
as a bird.
Tyler, you're right. It's no more half measures anymore. We're just killing people now.
Yes. Yes. Ah.
They said they were reporting to a new master who is more fun or something.
And
Was like
this
the last
new
thing they said.
master is the one who's been monster hunting. This dragon.
In charge of this dragon cult.
Okay, so we'll just compile a list of famous monsters and just post up at all of them.
I'm not saying you have to do anything about it. We just agreed to
Okay.
share information, so I'm sharing information.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little irritable, travel days and everything.
You're always irritable in my experience, Tether. But it adds to the
Oh, maybe it's you.
Hey, do we have any information? Oh. Yeah, no, we have some good information. There's one less dragon in the Durlstone Mountains. There was an adult green dragon. So there's a power vacuum in the
okay.
Durlstone Mountains if you want that one. Head on in, see what happens.
Drillstone's it's helpful territory. It's actually fairly close to the portal. That's good news. I might send some in that direction.
As far as the what's it called? The blight. The blight.
Oh. I don't much care about the blight, but whatever you want to tell me.
Something interesting. There are people living in the blight. Full time.
That's news.
Something to be aware of.
Well, probably wouldn't have to deal with you at all if I could go through that valley. That's great to hear.
Go through the blight.
Well, if there's people in there, there's got to be a way through.
You could ask if they put their symbol on you. They
That-
used some symbol to stay in there and be unharmed.
That is legitimately very helpful information, and I appreciate it.
See? We can do this. Give us a little time. We'll talk about the deal.
Talk about the deal. Come up with a counteroffer if that's not interesting to you, as it seems like it isn't. But in this new world order, I can promise a lot.
And your homework is, like we said, work on that likability.
Oh, Tether. As charming as you are, I have been around for so many thousands of years, and it's worked pretty okay for me so far. So I think I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
I'm not charming at all. You don't have to lie.
No, you are charming, Tether.
Well, pleasure doing business. I think we all passed this politics class.
Yeah, do we get an A?
Sure.
We got an A.
Okay.
Una, we did it.
Yeah.
And Pierre, keep on keeping on. Keep up the good work. We'll be talking.
Wait, could this be our midterm?
I don't think I can do that.
Oh.
Come on, you're basically the emperor.
Can't
Listen.
even give us an A.
Oh
Well,
my god.
All this power. Can't even give us an A.
Colrell and I go back. I wouldn't want to take the delight of testing mortals out of their hands. They're around if you missed them, but
Oh, yeah, we'll say hi.
I have business to attend to. Think on it. If you have a counteroffer, get message to me. I live in the capital. Not a hard address to find. And he stands up, nods, and strides out of the lounge.
Guys, do you think we're bad at this?
Hey, we're failing upward.
Yeah.
No, okay, hang on. Do you think even if he's an interdimensional being, do you think if they put the sigil of the blight on him, he'd get trapped in the blight?
Yeah, but I don't
Do you
think
think we
he...
just trick him into that? Like we don't tell him that they get trapped, and we get our buddies in there. We're like, just don't tell him that part. Just don't tell him that part.
Just fucking Scooby-Doo trap this guy.
He's just like, fuck.
Yeah. Though I do think he might just send someone else to do his dirty work.
No, he'd be in the blight. Fuck, how's he gonna contact people out of the blight? Hey, mate.
Oh, true.
I mean, the Drillstone and Sears are right there, so that would actually probably be difficult.
Hard to cast sending.
Okay, so is class over?
There's no teacher.
Class is over.
Is he strong? Can he fight? Have you guys seen it?
I really hope he's the
Seen him
weakest
fight,
shit ever.
actually.
He's
I've-
thousands of years old. Or
He's
whatever.
thousands of years old. We could talk to Coral. Coral might be able to assess that. But killing him on this plane would do nothing. He's a fiend. He'll go somewhere and regenerate. We need, I think, the true name or to kill him in hell are the two options.
Yeah.
Well,
We could go to hell. We've been there before. Could we get him in hell?
all right, so killing this guy is officially on the table, right? Before I say anything else stupid.
Sure.
Yeah, it's on the list.
Oh, yeah.
Is it already
Right,
on the list?
All right, not where I thought this was going at all. School is crazy.
You should have been here last year.
Welcome to school. Sometimes we kill people.
Yeah. I
okay.
do hope Coral World's okay. They're like the only cool teacher.
Sorry, I will be right back.
The Admiral's cool. You just don't know the Admiral at all.
Yeah. We had one that was so bad last year, we ran him out of town because he was such a
Oh my
baby
gosh.
stinker. A crybaby, whiny stinker baby.
Oh, yeah, that sounds
Literally,
Yeah,
so
so-
many. He caused us so many problems because he wanted to hook up with another teacher a bunch of years ago.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's like a young child in adult clothing.
nice. Well, I'm glad
Yeah.
you guys got rid of that jerk.
Thank you. So, wait, what's our schedule? Do we have to go to another class in like an hour?
There's electives.
Hey, oh, also, listen, if moving forward, if we run into that guy again, I'd appreciate if you, just, keep acting like I'm keeping tabs on you or whatever. I mean, that's totally what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't trust you at all because you're keeping tabs.
You're one shady character.
Wow. I'm holding you at arm's length.
I'm really worried that he just saw through the whole thing just now, so... Can't read minds.
I find
man.
I don't know. But I find if you act like a little shit enough, maybe things slip through the cracks.
So have you actually met him?
I don't think I have. Blake, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that
we
would
go.
be the first time you've actually seen him face to face.
That was the first I've known of him, but that's the first time I did see him face to face. So yeah.
But you were getting, so you were getting your information from your father, you said?
Yeah, that's what I said to him.
Oh.
Mm.
So what is it really?
Okay. I believe that you guys don't like this guy, and that's a big game changer for me. The truth is, I heard that you were working with him, and I was trying to find a way to get close to him and somehow get his clutches off of my dad and my home village. I mean, dude's gone crazy in the past couple of years, and it's just because of that Jade Prince guy. I don't know what he has, how he's blackmailing my family or whatever, but it's insane. It's bad. So I was coming to buddy up with you guys and learn how to get close to this Jade Prince, so I could, figure out what exactly is happening, and then, help my family.
Well, we're quite close to him.
Save
You can
my
see he
dad.
comes to visit us.
Yeah, well, that's great. So maybe next time he comes, we all, I don't know, beat the shit out of him or something. I don't know.
Maybe we just took him. Could we kidnap him?
That'd be
Could we
fun.
trap him? Could we trap him somewhere?
Look, I need to just figure out what exactly power he holds over the people of my village.
I could talk to
Put it on the
Paul.
list. We'll help.
Oh yes, we should show you the list.
Yeah, to the list.
Did you see the painting in the common room?
You're one of us now. Back to the common room.
Is it a big list? Am I
Oh,
gonna
we
to
have not
wait
updated this in a while.
years
Yes, it's-
before
We
my-
could check. We might be able to check some things off.
Listen. Jade Prince
I don't know
is
if we can.
pretty high on the list. I think we could check something off. Yeah,
All right.
Cross fingers.
we
Look,
kind
I
of dealt
mean,
with.
We take care of this, and I mean, I guess I don't have anything else better to do. So I'd help you with those other things too.
Huh? That's how this works. We help each other over everyone else.
Nice.
I think that's truly what Tether believes.
Yeah. Let's go look at that list.
Sounds good.
Cool. Yeah, you head on back to the dorm and pull the painting off the wall, and the list is on the back.
Keep your list on the back of a painting.
Yeah.
We thought it was cool.
Hide it in plain sight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I honestly don't know what's on the list anymore.
I'm gonna post it in the chat. Hold on.
Wow.
Oh, it would be great if. There we go.
BF. You should add another F to that.
BFF.
The BF.
Did the Discord notification sound change
It's
for anyone
it's
else?
for Halloween. They do that.
Okay.
For Halloween.
Okay.
Oh.
I was so thrown off. I was like, why is
it
it
was
like...
messing with me yesterday, and then somebody called me, and I was like, oh right, they change all the sounds for Halloween.
Okay, things we can remove from this list.
Okay, Balthazar is still out there.
That's fine though. He's a
Yeah.
non-entity.
He's chilling.
Agent of Chaos.
Chilling.
Strategist.
Get that savior and strategist out of there.
Wait, why?
Because you know who that is now.
Yeah.
Do?
It's the dragon.
Yeah.
What dragon?
The one that Jade, the prince was just talking to you about.
Yeah.
I was asleep that whole.
Okay.
You
The
need to
savior-
be clearer.
the
And
savior and the
I asked,
strategist
what
is-
dragon are we talking
yeah.
about?
It's okay. There's a cult that worships a dragon, and
An
they've been
ancient
killing
dragon.
an ancient dragon, and they've been killing powerful people all over the world, and it's very spooky.
Like this monk dude that we were looking for who was like old as hell.
Like level 100 monk just killed.
Yeah.
Blown right through
What was
his
his name
chest.
again? Not the monk, the dragon.
Einadarth. Which
Einadarth.
you would recognize as the dragon who helped Vecna rise to godhood, and the one who almost brought Tiamat to the mortal plane. So this is like a big...
Ooh,
This dragon's a big bad thing.
got it. Well, we can't really cross it out.
We'll just change it. At least it's
Just
something.
change it to Einadarth, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Like it sounds.
Ooh, I can write this down.
Inadarth, Einadarth.
Let me write it down, Peter. I need this. All right, there you go.
I look at Septon. What's Shadow Septon?
So, I can't go too into this, but no, I physically can't tell you about most of this. Occasionally,
This is why you were screaming, "I can't" last night.
yes, actually.
Okay.
Listen, I was in a bad way at one point, and I made a deal with a very powerful figure. It's given me some useful powers that got me out of a jam, but now the debt is coming due, and I'm, they're being, frankly, completely unreasonable about the debt. And I'm doing my best to sort of negotiate our way through that. But again, I can't physically tell you, like, who this is, because they can stop me from that, and they know
but
when
there
I
was
do
a
it.
phase. There was a phase for a while that every once in a while Septon would just go.
Yes, I can still do that if I want to. I could turn into like a shadowy black dragon and breathe horrible necrotic power. It's
So
really quite unpleasant.
So yeah, he turns into a shadowy black dragon. So maybe context clues.
Okay.
Fill in the blanks with the rest.
Yeah. Visit Silver Citadel at some point. This is a good one. This is like a positive thing.
Yeah. that's
Yeah.
a
We
good
really
one.
should do this.
That'd be fun. A little vacay, skip midterms.
Turns memories on hold until we can find Turn.
He's
Turn,
figuring
I
that
think-
out.
Turn decided to do an individual journey, so
Turns on
I
a.
feel like
Yeah.
Sorry,
It's-
putting this at
it's
the
just-
bottom.
It can move
Yeah.
down, but it should stay
Like,
on the
it's
list.
still in our hearts and our
He's
minds.
still a part of it.
Curse removed. I see that one at the bottom already crossed off too. And Turn's backpack.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Turn got permanent cat ears at one point.
made him
It was
dumb.
really
I mean-
weird. Like weirder.
It was
Yeah.
pretty funny. I'm gonna watch Pierre closely and see how she responds to turn got cat ears at one point.
She kind of has a little chuckle to herself. She's
I
Yeah.
still don't know what bulgy
sounds
wolgy
like him.
means.
You don't know what means?
Bulgy
Just a thing-
wolgy?
Just a
Yeah,
thing
can you
he would
explain
say
it
a
to me?
lot.
Wolgy, wolgy. Okay. Like
Yeah.
like a penis?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Oh, a big phallus. I get it.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Big
well,
I don't know
Prince.
what that has to do with turn, but okay.
Skin envelope. I don't remember this one.
This was
Oh, no,
in
it-
our trip to the Underdark with
Yeah.
that crazy assassin. And
Mm.
when we finally took them out, it was an envelope made of skin, and it started writing my name, and I freaked out.
I think we can lump that into Bloodline Curse.
Well,
Bloodline curse?
Maybe.
I think they're unrelated, unless I just got
Oh.
another bloodline curse.
Luna's bloodline is cursed. That was that whole thing in that hallway with the two beings.
Oh, yeah.
Mouth lady.
Mouth lady. Resk, probably behind most of this.
We can cross that out.
Well, we
Weirdly
could probably
enough,
cut
wasn't-
the back part of that
Yeah.
off. Like,
Yeah, cut
he's
off the
still
second.
issue.
He's
Rest,
not like an active issue. He's kind of just he's
For now.
around.
He wants
Honestly,
he
I-
wants you to go get his son engaged in Salos, but other than that, he's just.
That'd be such
Yeah.
a funny plot cul-de-sac. We just leave for a while to go do that. Jade
Yeah,
Prince is like, what
a
the
dating
fuck?
game. Yeah.
Well, that could help diffuse the war. That's why Resk wants you to do it really bad, is because if you get Salos to say, hey man, don't do a fucking war, then people aren't going to be as willing to do a war.
Yo,
Yeah.
guys, fucking look.
Let's do-
Anyone else see that?
Yeah, you got ghosts, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, we got fucking mango.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Anyway,
Helen Mel, parentheses, we kill them.
We kill him. We're,
Yeah.
we're just gonna kill him.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to them anymore.
Hey, so no, maybe we work for Resk. Maybe we like help out Resk a little bit.
Are you okay with that, Shandi?
Yes, helping him out has never gone wrong for anybody.
We already talked about Una's
Um,
bloodline curse.
Who put Elias in the dungeon? Did
We figured
get
that
this
out.
last year.
yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
The answer was everybody did.
Everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get this off the list. Elias
This
is
is when-
safe now.
Right.
The school administrator and all the teachers were mind
Yeah,
controlled.
They were, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was bad.
Great.
we dealt with that. We dealt with that.
Oh yeah, kind of we have some pretty big arching ones. Tether's,
Heather's
deity.
deity, not an active
Yeah.
threat at the moment.
I know where they are.
Brady.
Zugdemoy, she's my mom. Goddess of death and decay and mushrooms and fungus and all that. The cult is kidnapping children. But they're all the way in Carleone, so if we ever want to pop over there and slaughter them all, that'd be
Oh,
cool.
Actually, let's just say,
Right. Great.
did I spell that right?
Well, not Carleone, more of like the Bergen Coalition.
Okay. Wait.
Sorry.
It's fine.
You did spell it right though.
Cool.
What's Tether's new social group?
Oh yeah, Tether. I think we can cross this off.
Not,
Tether
not
does
very,
crime.
not very new anymore.
Yeah, Tether
Yeah.
joined a gang. It's been fine.
Tether
I'm
does
part of a
crime.
gang.
Yeah, we were
But
really
I told
nervous.
them
We were really concerned about it at first,
Ooh,
but it's so chill.
it's
Ooh,
so chill. They're
wait,
I could bring you over sometime. They're so
no,
nice.
no, wait.
What?
I bet they'd be way into destabilizing the Kite Sworn in Kelshar.
Why?
Oh yeah. Oh,
But the
because
Kite Sworn are a new authority who rolls into town and starts imposing laws, and you're a criminal enterprise that operates in that town. Like,
Also,
I highly doubt they're buddy.
also they actually love the land they live on, and so they probably wouldn't want a war. And
Okay.
here, don't worry. I told them I wouldn't do assassinations unless I agreed with it.
Oh, so you would do assassinations, is what that means.
No, we're killing people
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. I haven't killed anyone directly for them yet, but I made a lot of poison, so
Yeah. Or just see if they'd be opening to maybe causing some problems for the Kite Sworn.
okay.
Or if they need us to. Well, probably bad luck, but
We're
whatever.
talking about doing all this killing and assassinating. Is Become Heroes still on the list then?
Yes, absolutely. That is It's all part of it. It's all part of it.
Yeah.
Hey, how do you define hero? You know?
Name it. Where's Everett? Name a hero who hasn't killed someone.
Go hand in hand.
I don't know. There's a couple.
But most of them,
Yeah.
most of the heroes are killing people here and
Generally
there.
speaking, there's some violence involved.
I'm gonna say maybe the heroes of Kelshar don't get involved directly with the crime.
Probably
We can
we want to.
manipulate the crime.
We could like spin that like, oh well, it's like, it's,
But I'm already
fuck these
directly
kites
involved in
sworn.
crime.
You can be directly
You're
involved.
sneaky.
I'll keep the spin story going at the tavern that like, fuck the kite sworn, bunch of out of towners. We don't need them.
I'm just trying to, figure out where the line is. So, all right, cool.
The line is
Num-
we know what's good and bad.
The line
not
is
much of a
different
line.
depending on who you ask in this group.
The line is that we
Are
are
you-
the judge, jury, and executioner.
Una, are you anti? We're just gonna kill him now, or is this like?
Because we always go by group consensus.
Yeah, I'm fine with killing people who have done bad things to us.
Right. We're not just killing random people.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No.
not
We're talking
gonna
about like.
kill the Seleucian guy who we can't understand, even though he's a little rude.
Right, no. But like people who are actively like trying to start wars, people who have killed many
people.
many people.
Wait, maybe. So we now have a mutual enemy of the Jade Prince and Pier. Can we find other mutual enemies of the
Other
Jade
people who
Prince?
don't like the Jade Prince.
Like I'm sure, unless he's killed them
Probably
all.
has a bunch of enemies.
Yeah.
Guy like that? Come on.
I have a contact who's my best friend in the Corleone government.
We could talk to Colrell. They would definitely know who the Jade Prince has pissed off in the past.
Yeah. When we have that lady we helped out from Salos.
Yes,
mhm.
we do.
Yes, she's a good friend
It's
of ours.
actually her niece that Resk is trying to marry his son to.
Aww.
Mhm.
We could see her at the wedding.
Well, you have to make
Get
the
her-
wedding happen. So you
Episode
really have to
one.
talk to her
Get
anyway.
it? Stop and be like, hey, we got a proposition for you. Not one of those though.
Oh, we can cross out Brahm and Elitha because one of them is a garbage baby man.
Yeah, Brahm sucks. Get that off of there.
I forget
yeah.
what we were using
Brahm.
for. Oh my gosh, poor.
Hit it with the
Elitha.
strike through. Yeah, I don't remember what red meant.
She's an adult.
Was red
I
like
don't remember
low
what red-
priority?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dead
Then-
Cryptals resolved.
Yeah.
Dead Cryptals resolved.
You resolved
Yep.
that, yeah.
Did we have that picnic?
You did have the picnic, yes.
Okay, cool. We did the
Resolved.
picnic.
You know
Resolved.
what? I think I used red before I found what strike through was.
That could be
We
it.
Oh,
did.
yeah, yeah.
We did look up Lady Deathane. She seems like a non-issue generally. She'll show up and make a deal with someone who's in a very bad spot, but
Mhm.
we're not in that bad of a spot just yet.
Yeah.
And we looked her up. She's just.
She was more hanging out in a bad place, and you just so happened to be there rather than actively opposed
We-
to you guys.
Did we ask?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
She was
Johnson's-
hanging out with Mr. Game Show,
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's
Who-
still at large.
who has
Oh.
something to do with Turn's memory loss, but
Ugh.
he's not here, so whatever.
Okay, so what new do we have on here?
We could add
I-
a few things.
I would put the Scythe Lord, just
Mhm.
generally mid to low. He's
Oh.
not an active threat to us by any means.
Yeah.
Right.
I love how
Can I-
low Become Heroes is on the list. It's second to last.
It's more of an overarching.
Above Turn's
Yeah.
memory, at least.
I would argue we are already local heroes.
That's true. That is true.
The next step is perhaps regional or national heroes. Then
Well, I think like we're already
worldwide
regional
heroes.
because we did a lot at I almost said Baldur's Gate.
we might be regional
You're
heroes.
well on
Change
your way
it
to
to
being a regional hero, yes.
change it to become regional heroes. We're,
If I
we're,
made
we're
it more of like a crazy graph, it would be like Turn's memory is like out here because he's doing his own thing. Become Heroes would be like in a big rainbow
Over the whole thing. I understand. yeah.
over the whole thing.
Can I motion kill a god on there? I have some ideas of which ones.
put that under Tether's deity. I have a feeling they're related.
A sub bullet.
Subcategory.
Subcategory kill god.
Cool.
Okay. What else did we work on while we were away?
Pierre, do you have anything you want up here?
Nah, I mean, my stuff's already on here.
And Jade Prince.
Socialize with the people in town?
I don't.
Right, we have to keep our reputation up. We have to, like... We had like friends in town we used to hang out with. It's been 2 weeks, I haven't seen him in ages.
It's only been 2 weeks. Yeah.
Do I have a girlfriend? I don't remember.
You have a long distance pen pal and a girl you kind of dated for a minute who you're now awkwardly friends with.
I have another one who I think I was actively hooking up with last time we
that
jumped
did.
in.
I think that did happen. Yeah.
But I think that's very
One of
loosey-goosey.
Isla's friends is hooking up with you. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Pierre, we should take you to town sometime.
Here, you'd love our parties. They're absurd.
You're gonna go to
Pass.
Ada. All right. Anything else to add to the list? Crossed out quite a bit.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, under Una's bloodline curse, is that, like, on a pause for now, Una? Are we, like, kind of at a...
That's a great question.
Because we did the thing. We did the go to the dark, silent place, perform the ritual. We succeeded, it seemed like. And then he was kind of just like, this is gonna continue.
Right.
Like, what's our... Do we...
We had the option of using the Scythe Lord to try to
bait.
draw the...
Not the Scythe
Cloud.
Lord specifically, but something
the-
big and
the-
dark.
Right.
Big and dark.
This is
And
the
you were
vibe
with
of
the
this.
Scythe Lord.
It'd be
The
funny...
vibe of the
It'd be
house.
funny if we did like a be funny if we did like a cascading thing here. Like we okay. So we've got all these people dying because of this. Oh, this isn't gonna make sense to you guys. Okay. Okay. So
Can
we've
you
got
charades it?
No. I'm gonna explain it a little vaguely, but I think you'll follow me. So we've
Okay.
got this dragon cult
Uh-huh.
situation going on.
Uh-huh.
And they're hunting big, powerful creatures, right? Or powerful entities. That seems to be
Yeah.
their thing.
There's a
Uh-huh.
cloud they could take care of.
Right. So we aim them
There's
at
a
like
shadow dragon they could take care of.
No. There's not. First of all, because you don't know that.
Oh, sorry.
But
I
second,
sometimes forget what I know and don't.
no. So here's what I'm thinking. But also, that's somewhere else in the domino chain. So maybe they show up to go after Big Scary Cloud or some other powerful thing. And maybe because of that, somebody who I'm connected to, who's big and dark and scary, appears because he's interested in that situation. And because that's big and dark and scary, Cloud shows up, maybe.
I do.
And we just kind of trigger all these problems at once and let them resolve.
It's too easy.
Feels like it could wipe out a continent if we're not careful.
We could wipe out a couple lines on this list.
In fact, if we know where Tether's deity is, and
Not
we
the
need bait for these people who are trying to kill powerful stuff,
To be
we
clear,
lure...
you don't
This-
know
my
where
mom's
Tether's
not there.
deity is. You know where Tether's cult
Yeah.
is.
Okay. We lure Einadarth's followers...
Tomorrow's like in hells.
We
somewhere.
lure Einadarth's followers to Tether's cult. We get them. I get them to make a deal with a perhaps large shadowy creature who shows up, thus summoning the cloud of devastation. And all four of these problems are just slapping against each other, and we see who comes out on top.
And then whoever comes out on top, that's our next boss.
We kill him.
And we kill him.
We kill him.
Yeah.
Jade Prince is busy with other things in the meantime.
In this hypothetical.
Whoever
It's
wins,
hypothetical.
whoever wins Okay, we start the war. Whoever wins gets to be the governing body. What could go wrong?
Oh,
No,
this
whoever
is-
wins,
we
we
want
then
that.
go like, hey, we have this idea of creating a power vacuum in Zymor. And so we let them and the Jade Prince go at it.
They do the Jade Prince.
I
Bunch
mean,
of college students.
many of these parties are intelligent, and you could try to make a deal with them. Is what I'll say to this plan.
But I will say that my cult probably can't be the one we deal with because I want to kill them.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay.
They want them to be more in the ground than they already are, you know?
Hmm.
Right. Got it. Okay.
Like it's on site.
It's on site.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a lot of anger inside.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Oh my
Cool. Cool.
I think you threatened to stab me like the first time we met.
I did.
Why
You
are there
know.
no fireworks going off?
It's a great day to celebrate Philadelphia.
We're not.
Well, if we check the calendar,
Happy
Close.
20th.
Happy 1020! Woo! 11 days.
well, if you
to
check the calendar,
Halloween.
it is Give Heather a Gift Day, so maybe that's what they're
That's
doing.
probably what they're doing.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, were you looking for Koro
Yeah.
for Jade Prince info,
Roll.
or were you getting up to something else?
Now, guys, I did.
What elective is today?
Oh gosh, I gotta look at my.
I don't remember what my
class
schedule was.
I have it written. I just don't remember what I called it. Give me a brief second. There we go. Survival is the elective today.
Okay, Shandi doesn't take that.
None of you take that. That's not true. Septon takes that.
Everett does. This doesn't Everett do all the.
No, Everett doesn't do all of them. One of the underclassmen did all of them.
Oh.
Everett demoed all of them.
Oh
I
wait,
think.
yeah, that's right. Everett did demo all of them.
Oh,
So he hasn't decided. Septon, you're picking survival culture and magitech, it looks like. Those are your electives. Yeah, there's survival class, but it's an elective. You can probably skip it if you want to.
Yeah, I'll go.
Cool. Alright, you can go off to survival. And I suppose Everett goes as well. Are the rest of you looking for Corel, or are you waiting for Septon to get back after lunch?
We can wait for Septon.
Cool. Is there anything you want to do in the meantime, or are you just sort of chilling?
Like, keep
can hang out.
showing Pierre around.
Yeah, cool. You can.
Can I?
Now this looks
Can
like
I plant?
the
Oh.
politics class, but actually, if you take this stairwell, it's a little bit, just that.
Can I plant my pot in the pot?
Yeah, you can. You can
Thank you.
start growing sentient marijuana.
I'm trying to bring Animal House into this.
Cool. Survival class ends. It's always good to see Agile Mask, and he seems curious about the Grey Blight, because he's never been there before. But in the way that Agile Mask is, where there's not a whole lot of emotion showing on his face or in his voice.
It's a bummer. I do not recommend it. There are people who live there, though.
He just seems interested in what it's like in there. But yeah, you come back. You come on back. You can grab some lunch at the dining hall. And the
Do
Do you ever
Everybody
guys
wants-
miss Eel?
Yeah, they're out of. They don't have eel anymore.
we gotta kill.
You know,
We should have brought some of that fish back.
Yeah, Pierre. We ate pickled eel for months.
yeah. Chef probably could have gone crazy with that fish.
As we killed a giant eel, that was kind of our fault. That it was a giant eel.
All of
Oh,
us.
okay, that makes sense.
Very little of this shit is our fault.
Yeah.
We did throw the candy in the lake.
Like, I arguably walked in with something that was my fault. That's about it. And even my thing being my fault is a bit of a stretch.
Well,
Yeah, we can't.
the whole crystal situation was kind of your fault, but you didn't.
That's not on the list anymore.
Yeah,
that was
We crossed
resolved.
that off. You can't be at fault for something you fixed.
You contained
Well.
it. Cool. You wanna... Actually, Coral's probably at the dining hall at lunch, so you can talk to them there if you'd like. Pierre, you see that is an individual who looks a lot like the Jade Prince, but not quite. Hair is blonder and longer, and they're dressed quite differently.
Okay. I say, what the fuck?
Oh, okay. Colrill and them, if I am correct, are born of the same stuff, is the best way to put it.
Oh, but that's okay.
They
That's a different person then.
Yes, this is... Colrill is a different person than the Jade Prince.
Like,
Better
twins
person.
or
Much better person.
Twins is a way to consider it. They share
A name.
a name. You know how devils are with a true name?
something? Sure, I guess. I mean,
They are cosmically linked. They are not the same person.
okay. I don't get it, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But it's... We will soon, I'm sure. Hi!
Oh, there you are. I'm so sorry to have missed you during class this morning. An unapproved sub showed up for the day, as I'm sure you're well aware.
We very appreciated the heads up everyone gave us.
I would have liked to have given you some heads up. That was not an option afforded to me. You must be Pierre, the new student.
That's me. Hello.
It is lovely to meet you. Welcome. I hope that you've been shown around and it's to your liking.
Yeah, I found the fastest way to history class, so someone already showed me all the best ways to get across campus.
All right, there you go.
We should show you our dog after this.
You guys have a
We gotta
dog?
kill that thing.
It's
No, we don't.
I wouldn't call it a dog. I should inform you that it. Several guards have resigned their job after being assigned to guard Awuna.
No, we're getting rid of that.
Me and Una are in the process of training Awuna, but it
is-
takes a while.
She is fully grown at this point. I will warn you. She's very loving at times. Not all times.
Okay.
We got sent away for 2 weeks.
That's true.
Yes. Well, regardless of dog training habits.
It's almost like somebody didn't want us to train her. Wow.
Me?
I'm just saying that to the universe.
Right. Well, regardless of dog training or not training, I have some things based off of our last conversation that I figured out. If you'd like to discuss.
Hell yeah.
Hells yeah.
Let us go to your place or my place. Either one. Just somewhere not.
Do you want to go? Do you want to dome it?
Yeah, sound travels through the dome.
Oh.
Let's just go to your common room.
Okay.
Okay.
Leads you on back.
Do they have to-go boxes?
Just don't leave it on
Sure.
top of the fridge this
You
time.
could just take a plate.
But
You
I
have a
love
kitchen.
maggots.
All right, you make it on back. Coril sits you down, and they say, "So I have tracked down the individual we spoke about last time to refresh your memory, and to let you know, Pierre. Myself and the Jade Prince and several others were born devils, but weren't really satisfied with the caste system we were born into. So we created a new type of thing to be. It was a very long process. Not all of us survived, and we're all now sort of the same entity. One of our number, who was up with us till the very end, bailed at the last minute, decided to stay as a devil. He knows our name, And were you trying to find the Jade Prince's name and my name, he would probably be the only creature alive that could tell you it. Well, one of two. The good news is, he wasn't hard to find. The bad news is, he's in the Shadowfell.
Interesting.
Oh.
He's a pit fiend, goes by the name of Ganaresh. And about 100 years ago, he drew the short straw and was sent to the Shadowfell to broker an agreement with a legendary mercenary company known as the Circus of Blood. His contingent, his strongest soldiers, and his top advisors are all with him and have been stuck there with a group that is as insane as their combat prowess is legendary for the past century, leaving his stronghold in the sixth hell, Malbolge, under the watch of his head maid, a formerly human woman named Giselle Beniet. And in his seeming indefinite exile, she has allegedly come to see herself as the true master of the house. If you are interested in finding the name, you could probably find it in either of those places, by speaking to him in the Shadowfell with the Circus of Blood, or going to Hell and finding records in his home and his power-hungry head maid. So that's what I found.
Options.
Yes, both very dangerous journeys that I cannot, as an educator, recommend you take on.
But if we did it, would we get A's on our midterms?
Oh, what midterm? Yeah, you'd ace the class, full marks.
Ace the year.
Listen,
Well,
last time we went on a routine field trip, we killed a dragon. Like, I don't know how...
This is not a routine field trip, and
Exactly, that's my point, though. I feel like we might be ready for, bigger leagues than routine field trip.
This would be your own undertaking. You'd have to take the wheel, so to speak, to do it. But that is what I know, and I hope it is helpful for you. And I hope he didn't say anything untoward in what was meant to be our politics class. Although
No, honestly, he showed up and begged.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I would have paid good money to see that.
He showed up and was like, "Yeah, you guys are kind of an issue for me. What do you want to stop being that?" We wanted to know, actually.
Yes.
You may know this. Combat prowess does he possess were things to turn ugly? As an individual.
He is quite an adept spellcaster. And because of our mutual, I don't want to say upbringing, but state of being, only a certain caliber of magic works on him.
And that caliber is...
Fairly high level.
Oh.
Good thing I don't cast spells.
Yes.
What?
As far as a hand-to-hand combatant, he possesses no small degree of skill, but certainly isn't the most fearsome thing you've faced, though that knowledge comes from quite a while ago. He may have improved. His strengths seem to be in manipulation and statecraft rather than combat, but he can hold his own. And
Yeah, but he
sure
can't cast spells if
Oh.
Pierre's giving him gaping wounds over and over again.
he can cast spells.
I know, I was just...
And
Trying to
fly,
pump us
for
up.
that matter. But you might be able to take care of that. But, as I'm sure you're aware, killing him here would not be a permanent solution.
Right.
But hey, if we're going to hell anyway...
I suppose
Listen,
that's not too far.
I don't know if the plan is, currently to kill him. We're supposed to have another meeting with him and discuss negotiations.
Trying to
But it's nice to have multiple options, yeah.
Yeah, we just were curious, if a negotiation all of a sudden turned ugly, how bad of a situation we'd be in. But it sounds like
I think it's
Not a-
winnable for folks of your caliber. I don't think you win every time, but I don't think you're outclassed by his combat capabilities. Though you should be aware, in almost every circumstance, he has a plan B. So, in most cases, I doubt you'd be fighting him and him alone. But who knows? You could catch him unawares. It's been done. I mean, he spent better part of a century trapped in limbo between planes because a group of mortals outsmarted him. So, it's happened before. Could happen again.
Okay. You wouldn't be upset or anything, right? Just double checking.
Well, I'd be lying if I said I'm not conflicted about it. You know, it's,
Like we said, this was more a if it comes to blows.
Right.
The current plan isn't to hunt him down and kill him. That's a little... Even for us, that's a little aggressive.
I don't wish for his death, but I can see how it would benefit the world. That's my stance.
Cool.
And if we take the route of finding his name, does that royally screw things over for you?
It puts me in a great deal of danger at your hands.
Yeah.
You know we gotcha.
Yeah, I have no intent of using a name to control someone who's been nothing but kind to us. Better than most people.
And while I appreciate that, I may request that we enter some sort of arrangement just for my own safekeeping.
Mm-hmm.
The second we don't need it, little memory spell or something, we forget it.
Ooh.
Could be interesting.
If that's something that you'd like to arrange, I'd be amenable to that. I was more thinking a contract we signed that makes you promise never to use it against me.
I hope you understand, even though we trust you implicitly, the less contracts we have, the better.
We are in so much debt to so many beings.
Right.
And I'm a little turned off with the fact.
You wouldn't owe me anything other than not to do anything to me. But
I know.
We can cross that bridge when and if we come to it. Because listen, as much as I do like you, you are my darling students, after all. Yeah, I have to take assurances that my life doesn't end because of the Jade Prince.
Ideally, no lives end because of the Jade Prince. Although I don't think we're gonna get that one.
No more lives end, I think would be the better way to phrase that.
It's just...
You okay?
I wish I had a better vocabulary.
Sorry, I'm dealing with
Sarcastic.
something at the moment.
Okay.
My microphone just moved.
No, you're good.
Anyway, that is. I mean, if you need more, Wendy. If you need more information about him, there are a few who know him better. I'm around. Do be careful if you go to Hell or the Shadowfell, both pretty terrible places to be. But
Yeah, no, I don't really want to go back to the Shadowfell.
Hell, it is.
I mean, we should weigh that
a
option.
thing to consider. Welcome, Pierre. I hope this is not scaring you entirely, but this is the company you now run in.
Oh, now I'm unmuted. Well, I kind of knew what I was getting myself into anyway, but honestly, it's probably better off this way. First, I thought I'd have to trick these guys. I gesture to the group.
Which honestly...
We saw right through her.
Oh, no, I was about to say, honestly, I don't want to, insult us, but, you probably could have
Nah,
You probably could have done it.
not me.
No, I absolutely could have.
It has been known to happen. Well, we've all been fooled, myself included, at this very school. So,
Fool me once.
I shall take my leave. I have to go teach my second politics class of the day to your darling underclassmen.
Your second?
I think you're teaching your first politics class of the day.
My payroll says second, and that's what matters.
Nice.
There you go.
And
Oh
they,
man, give them the Jade Prince too. This isn't fair.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine they
Just
get roped in?
random kids having to talk to the Shade Prince.
Let them decide the fate of the world.
Oh, to be a fly
I
on the
don't
wall.
want this.
Oh,
I could be a fly on the wall.
your Fae friend.
Which
Yeah.
The one
yeah.
with the ice. What's up with him?
That's an
He likes
excellent
to catch
question.
strays.
What's his
He
deal?
He is convinced, if I remember correctly, that while we have invited him here to stay with us, instead of being in a prison cell or executed by the Jade Prince, he claims this is but a cage of another's form.
Ugh.
Like,
No offense, Septon, but Fae, am I right?
no, honestly, I'm kind of with you on this one.
Well,
Like, as someone who, like, has also been, like, kicked out of a family, wound up in a bad spot, and then wound up here, this is absolutely preferable to the alternative.
he's a dour, sad boy type, but great at construction, I suppose. Very well. I was just trying to make a new friend, and it didn't work out the way that
It's gonna
I
be
would've
super
liked.
weird when the
Little
the
You
prickly.
couldn't-
Snow's Harbinger
You
Festival
weren't able
happens.
to charm him?
No, I'm as surprised
Here's
as you are,
my
Una.
theory. Here's my theory.
It
Look,
is.
I've read a lot of books.
Right.
In some of these books, men, like to be very tortured. And all they need
What kind of books are you reading?
I've read a lot of books.
Una and I sometimes check out
oh.
books from the back of the
What are you saying?
library.
A withered queen full of thorns.
Hold
You
on,
mean
hold on.
literally?
Can I make my point? Can I make
Yes.
my point? There's
Yes.
a trend in these books. You just need to find the right person to charm him.
Well,
And he'll open up and they'll be like, I can fix him.
that
what
person
you're saying-
seems to be Elias, if I'm being honest. Elias is the only one to talk to.
Nice.
Alright,
those
gang,
are
we're
school sex books, right?
Yes, it's the sex books, yes.
Nice.
I thought Una was
I love
not
those too.
referring
Not
to
all
those.
of them. Not all of them.
Not all of them have
sex.
sex,
Not
but I
all
would
of them.
refer to
All the
them
good
as
ones
sex
do.
books.
There are different forms of intimacy besides sex.
There are. There absolutely
There's
Yeah.
are.
oral.
I know it well.
Oh. Oral.
All right. Well, I
Right,
can't be
talk
here
it.
for this. I'm gonna go.
You know, I think he may be sending a subliminal message with his castle on the lake. Because what was the last major thing to happen on that lake? The school dance. Perhaps he's sending a sign.
That he wants to do plan a party.
It could well be.
The next school.
There is a party in honor of Cold Fae coming up.
That is true.
Like, I think it's like an uncle of his, honestly.
Yeah.
Like it's not a huge distance between this party in honor of.
The Ice Palace.
So this year, when the festival comes, we go to Helvest like last year. We get well and drunk, and then we lead the party back here. We cross the lake unannounced.
I can make an ice bridge.
That's good. That's good.
And this is how we melt his icy heart and teach him the power of friendship.
And he and Elias kiss.
That would be the ideal ending, yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's a problem for 2 weeks from now.
Put it on the list!
I
We're
suppose
starting today.
that-
This is now the most
Fuck all the
important
rest
thing.
of it. We're gonna do a dating light novel with this ice fae.
Well, yeah, and then we use that to segue straight into the Resk marriage plot.
It's true.
And a
That's
news
the
boosh, if you
tutorial
will.
level.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Corel has left. The rest of the day is yours.
How quick do we want to jump into the rest marriage plot? Can you imagine? Jade Prince shows up to us, wants to negotiate because things aren't going his way, and the next time he sees us, we have altered geopolitical relations to be even more against him.
That would be very
So
funny.
I don't know that we have time
He
for
might
it right
just
now.
try to kill us.
I guess
Yeah. What's he gonna do if we go and he comes back here to see us and they're like, oh no, they're in fucking Salos. Like,
What? I was gonna say like we don't have time for it, but then I remembered that like what we just did was only like a week of time. It just felt longer because it was a year for a lifetime.
Yeah.
We've had 2 weeks until midterms. We could swing that. How long does it take one to find love? When you really think about
Need to
it.
find an interpreter.
Not that long, according to some of my books. What?
I mean, do we even need to get them to find love, or do we just need there to be a marriage?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
That's true.
Like,
we don't want to fully screw some people over.
screwing one or two people over to keep a continent from devolving into war
Fair.
might be the trade-off we have to make here.
And who says we'd be screwing them over?
Well,
Maybe.
It's Resk's son, so, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe
You're
he's
making
not like his
someone marry
father.
Resk's son.
He might not be like his father.
It's
What's
true.
he like? Shandi, do you know him?
No, you've never
No,
met the kid.
no, I've had no relations with him.
Never met the boss's son?
You know that the boss has a wife and son, but they don't live with him, and he goes to visit them sometimes, but that's all you
I
know.
knew he had divorced
Strange
dad.
dad.
energy.
It's more like they live in the summer home year-round, and he has to work.
Okay, well maybe if the mom is nice, maybe his son is okay.
Well, have I met Lady Resk?
No, you've not met either of them.
Hmm.
You're always sent
No, we-
away when they visit.
We don't know whether the mother is nice either.
Huh.
But I feel like if the son's like our age, he might be in a rebellious phase where he doesn't like authority and like his father and wants to do the opposite.
Heather, I say this as nicely as I can.
Yeah?
It's very clear to me that you have not met many noble children.
Why?
They're just awful.
Okay. I see.
You know our dear friend. What is his name? It's been so long since we've talked to him. The boy in Kelshar.
Oh, Mr. Egg?
Yeah, Egg Boy.
Arlith Fowler. Yeah.
So like, imagine Arlith.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine if you just put him in a jar filled with spite and cruelty and shook it up, and then dumped him back out. That's what we're probably dealing with, if I had to warrant a guess.
Okay, so maybe I shouldn't take lead on this.
Or maybe you're the perfect person to take lead on this.
I demean him a lot. And another day. So, do we want to relax? Smoke a doobie?
Give Tether some
You-
gifts. It is a national holiday.
It's a national holiday.
You can do that. I've got some things I need to take care of.
Well, I could start planting the seeds about a rebellion with the Thieves Guild. The Shaded Alley now, if you want.
Yeah.
As well.
Cool.
Cool.
Does anyone want to come with me? No? I get it. It's hard to, like, meet a friend's other friends. But
you
they
wanting to
are
bring
chill.
friends with that aren't like part of your guild?
I don't know. I've made up a lot of money.
So probably you can do what you want. It sounds like.
They are pretty chill with us.
They're very nice. They have killed people.
Including a dear friend of ours.
They killed
Got
the
better.
predators.
They were hired.
By a friend of yours.
Wait, who did we kill?
Yes,
Johnson.
Johnson.
Oh, right.
Don't worry, he got better, and then he died again. Then he got
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. The everlasting Johnson. That was my nickname in college.
Yeah, he's out there.
Okay, I'm gonna head to town. I hate it because I hate being around people who look at me, but whatever.
Do you want me to come with you? To make you feel better? I don't think I have... I have classes tomorrow, but I don't think I'm doing anything until then.
If you want, I don't want to like force you.
What days do I work my job again, or my apprenticeship?
It's whenever.
Is that an everyday thing?
It's whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
I guess I will. We
It's
used
one
to
of those-
have.
It's one of those Persona part-time job situations where you go in when you can.
I feel bad about leaving my post for so long. You know what? I will go into town. I've got some work to do.
Like, where's the schedule linked?
It's just if you go to the Bright Futures time skips thing, which should be linked in that time skip document. It's just in order, one a day.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, I should probably, like, get a job or something, or, like, how long do we actually plan on staying around here for?
We never know. Sometimes we're here for like a couple months. Sometimes we're here for a couple days.
Yeah, it's kind of up in the air.
When in Rome, I guess I'll just, like, hit the books and study really hard and just, I mean, like, what's that? Why would I get a job? It's not like I'm going to be around here much longer anyway, so, like,
You make some good connections. You make a little petty cash. Although, the adventuring pays better than the job does.
we've made a lot of money in, like, 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know,
I'm gonna
right?
go work for, like, what, 10 gold a day? Come on.
Yeah, I was gonna go to the Shaded Alley anyway because I have a business venture that I think they'd be really into, and I need some supplies.
Okay.
I'm also just down to, like, see our friends in Kelshire. We do have non-adventurer friends.
Oh. Are they good? Can they fight?
One of them
Not-
can.
Oh. Useless.
Two of them can.
Oh.
Arlith and what's her name? Who's now
yeah.
underclassman.
Yeah.
What's her name? I should know.
Do you
Maeve.
like them to
Maeve.
fight, or is it,
Maeve.
like, they're the type of people you want to, like, sort of keep out of it so they're not getting hurt?
Oh, you want to... Venna and Yannick, you want to keep out of a fight.
Yeah.
And Riven.
Oh, poor Riven who didn't get invited to prom. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And Daphne. But Arliss okay. And Maeve's pretty good.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna be here reading, I guess, until you guys tell me when it's go time. Or I'll see you in class, I suppose? I don't know.
You might want to find stuff to do. If you wind up reading all the time. If you
I
do
know,
nothing but read and study, you'll wind up like Una.
Was okay.
Wrong Luna.
It's so
Just
mean.
messing around.
I was
Let him say stuff like that, go punch him.
Do it, Una. Punch me in the face.
Stab him.
It's really tempting.
Here,
I was just
Don't stab me. Don't stab. You can punch me. Don't stab me.
Una, I'll help you out. I'll help you
No.
out. I'll use my Knight of the Crown feature. You can do it as a reaction.
I thought you were just gonna grapple Septon. I was like, let's fucking go.
No, that's okay. I was just gonna show Pierre my favorite study spot.
Whoa. Yeah, I'll
Do
do
it.
that.
Nice. Cool. So the three of you are heading into town. The two of you are heading to Una's favorite study spot. Where is that?
It's like it's in the library.
Cool. Yeah.
It's in one of the like upper levels. She's kind of like nobody really stopped her. She's taken a bunch of the chairs and other like sturdy books and sort of created a nook, like a study nook in one of probably like a corner window.
Nice.
'Cause
Is there
the key
room for a
here-
second person, or is it only room for Una? Cool.
Yeah. The key here is you don't want to lose sunlight. That's like you think you want to be free of distraction, but if you lose that important sunlight, you will go insane.
If you lose sunlight, you go insane.
Well, yeah, like if you're just studying in like a dark spot the whole time.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Okay. Nice. What classes do you think I should take?
What classes are?
Okay, it's not that important. Don't worry too much about it.
No. I'm gonna figure it out. I forget what the classes are. Hold on. No. Wait.
All you.
God just told us all of this.
All you.
School systems, classes. Okay. Wait, what classes should you take?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you got to take the big three. Academics. Academics is taught by Elitha. The rest of the group will tell you she is boring, but she is a wealth of knowledge and deserves everyone's
Andy would
respect.
never.
That's true.
True. Actually, yeah. She
And
deserves
Tether might be more disrespectful.
everyone's respect. You be nice to her, please. Politics doesn't normally go like that. It's normally choral, and it's really interesting conversations. I usually start to disassociate because I hate thinking about the state of the world. Then we have tactics. Have we had tactics with the new person?
Yeah,
yet?
you've had some. You were here for a couple months. Yeah. She's hard. She's harsh. She's not very personable, but she clearly knows what the fuck she's talking about.
Tactics is tactics. You got a condition, you know. Some
Don't
days
skip like
it's,
that.
I know. Some days it's more strength based, which sucks. But some days it's more agility, and that's what I like. And then I don't know. I just kind of keep talking
Yeah, sure.
until Pierre shuts me up. I don't know. I honestly forget what electives I'm taking.
It's on the spreadsheet, but I can remind you. You, Una, are taking Culture Monster Studies. Culture and Monster Studies.
Yeah.
Culture and monster studies. Well, I guess I'll start with 2. There's only with 2. Maybe how many? Wait, how many electives can you take?
You
As
can
many as you
take
want. Sorry.
all of them. Like, I believe there's a first year taking all of them, and I think Everett tried to take all of them. I don't know how that went.
I don't know if I could do much good in spellcraft.
Yeah.
But I'll take everything else.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, why not?
I guess so. I
Free
guess
school, right?
True. That's very true. What was your school like? Did you have any?
Yeah, it was more of like rural countryside schoolhouse. All the grades were in the same room.
Okay.
Lots of ancestral kind of stuff. Lots of histories. You know, we learned how to fight, how to survive, how to climb trees.
Aw, that's fun.
Yeah, you know, just like wood elf stuff.
That means okay.
How to eat leaves. How to swim. You know, wood elf stuff.
I'm not familiar with wood elf stuff, unfortunately.
It's not that different from normal people's stuff,
Okay.
except there's a lot of history, leaves, climbing trees, you know, what else stuff.
Oh, and you go in that loop for a while. Cool. In Kelshar, so Shandi, you're going to your job.
Yeah.
Tether, you're going to your job. Septon, are you going with Tether or are you going somewhere else?
I was gonna go with Tether unless Tether's like, hey, don't come in here with me. You gotta wait outside. Somebody just noticed
I'll go
Tether hates going to Kelshar.
Yeah.
Septon is pretty sure Tether hates going to Kelshar.
True.
I forgot Septon is a little suspicious of some of Tether's.
But also,
Kelshar
I forget what
behaviors.
happened, but something happened that took you off the scent.
Yeah, no, it was at one point. It was at one point he high-fived
Isla.
Isla.
Isla and like touched Tether at that point.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
was suspicious.
And so I do remember something else happened that you were like, oh, I'm probably not telling that.
Yeah, there was something else that just.
Yeah, I forget.
We'll call
It
it
was
1 and
probably
1
like-
at this point.
Oh, was it because Isla has a giant house in town with a father?
Yeah,
That's probably it. Yeah.
a
Yeah.
father. That might have thrown Septon off.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to come in, let me just go in first and be like, hey, can I have a +1 of guest pass for the day, I guess?
I can also just wait out here if you need. I don't think. I mean, am I in a bad part of town if I just stay outside?
You are
You
in a
don't have to
bad
stay
part of town, but it's not that bad. It's Kelshar.
You're fine. You can do whichever you want.
Alright,
You can go
you
to the
you
chat.
go in, ask them if they'll have me in, and if they do, I'll come with you. But if not, I'll stay out here.
Okay. I'll do the secret knock, but I'll do it very fast and excitedly over and over again.
A door opens, and the doorman, the big fella, is, oh, welcome back.
Hi. Is there a guest pass or a friend pass situation? Can I bring my friend? He already knows the deal.
He leans out the door and looks accepted. I mean, probably not, but you're kind of higher ranking than I am, so I don't think I get to tell you yes or no on that.
Oh. Do you want to come in?
Yep, sure. No, if you
I
say
have
it's good.
authority.
All right.
All right, you take.
Hey, thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Closes the doors. You guys go down into the.
Oh shit!
What?
The
You're
boss
not-
looks like my dad.
He hasn't met your dad. He's met your sister,
Oh, okay.
who is part of Isla's sister, who is part of the Thieves Guild, but he doesn't have that connection yet.
Okay, cool.
So if you see a certain someone, that might set off some red flags. But
Someone's gonna be like, "Oh my God, Isla's sister is in the Thieves Guild. Does Isla know?"
Okay, cool. Okay.
are you taking him to the boss?
No. Well, first I'll give him a tour. And I'm gonna be like, "This is my room. That's Greg. It's a lot of tunnels underground.
Man, maybe I shouldn't have come here. One of the heroes of Kelshar being spotted in here could be an issue.
Well,
We're here to
you can
parlay.
disguise yourself on the way back.
Could just go invisible. But we're here to
Yeah.
parlay. We're here to parlay.
Yeah. I'll take you to the boss.
Cool.
Well, wait. Let me. Yeah. Da, 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 da.
On the way, you do see Dima, down a tunnel, and she notices you. Are you waving to her? Or with Septon with you?
Instinctually.
Or? Okay.
Instinctually.
So Septon, you see Tether waving to somebody down a tunnel.
I'm gonna look.
There's Isla's sister.
Hi.
Hey, what's Red doing here?
Oh, I didn't know if there was a guest pass situation, but then the doorman said I was higher ranking than him, so he couldn't tell me no.
Yeah, you are. Generally speaking, if you're not part of the guild, you can't come in here, Tether.
But he already knows about the guild.
Yeah.
Are you
And he's
Isla's
chill.
sister?
Huh?
You Isla's sister?
Maybe.
You look familiar.
Weird. You know,
Maybe I don't recognize you.
I think maybe you don't recognize me.
I probably don't recognize you.
Right.
We are here for a little parlay, a little mutually beneficial discussion.
Great. In the future, Tether, you send a message or something before you bring him.
I know, but I just got back.
Oh, I'm glad.
I was in Garrick Bastion.
Don't get me wrong. I'm glad to see you. I've missed you, but just send word ahead, maybe. It's been a little tense here already, so
Oh, because of the new people? The new guard in town?
Well, yeah, that's a problem, but also those disappearances keep happening, so
Oh, yeah.
we're losing folk.
Did I know about that?
No.
We're losing folk, and we're not sure why, so it's a little tense.
Okay. Well, maybe we can solve that too.
Maybe. Well, I won't keep you. Just next time, message,
Okay, yeah. We didn't get a handbook or anything, so I just didn't know.
Yeah, we can't write that down. That would be so trackable.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no paper trails. No paper trails.
We'll think about a solution to this.
The solution is just tell us next time. But go on. I'm
Gotcha.
sure you got important stuff.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yep. You make your way to the boss's office. A door is open. He's there, looking stressed at his desk.
Hi, I'm back. I'm sorry I
Hi.
brought someone without telling you.
Oh, it's fine, I guess. He's one of your classmates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I figure he knows about us already, eh?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I don't know nothing.
Well, you don't know nothing about this location. You're definitely right about that.
Absolutely not.
So what can I help you with? Welcome back to there.
Thank you so much. Well, first off, I'm sorry to hear about the disappearance. Is there
Yeah,
anything I
you
can
know
do
what
to help?
happens. It comes and goes.
Yeah, but it seems to be happening a lot.
It is. I have a potential suspect, but that might be unrelated anyway.
Oh, if you want, I can like kill them.
No, you shouldn't. That would start a gang war. There's been subsiding of the noble folly in our territory, and we're thinking maybe that has something to do with it. I wouldn't recommend going and killing them, because that could be really bad on like a global scale, you know?
Okay, but what if they disappear?
Well, then more of them come to figure out what
Okay.
you know what I mean? I don't know, but they're looking for some sort of horde or something or whatever, so it's not a big deal. It might not have anything to do with anything.
Okay. Do you want to fuck up the kite sworn?
Oh boy, do I ever.
Okay, cool.
It is in our interests to help you with that.
Well, that's great, because it's also in our interest to help to do that. I mean, we had a deal with the Claw, and now that they're off doing their whatever they're doing, these kites were in there. Oh my god, I mean...
We don't like the
Yeah.
boss of the Kite Sworn, so the less
his name's the
hold
Jade
they
Prince.
have... Careful with that.
Oh,
brother.
sorry.
Well, I mean,
The-
the Jade Prince is the Chancellor of the country, so I assume he's
Right,
probably in charge of all this. Yeah.
The less Kite Sworn hold in this region, the better for us, for various reasons. We thought you might be amenable to cooperation in this sort of activity.
There's
Or
a
perhaps
plan
even-
to They have a plan to destabilize the region in some way.
Yeah.
So I
yeah.
don't think that would be good.
We don't want an unstable region, because that makes things more difficult for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've already got some stresses with the refugees coming up through Kelshar.
Yeah, a lot of those, which actually isn't so bad for us. But the Kitesworn, they're a much more active guard force than the Claw or any of the private contractors in town ever were. So people are getting caught more often. The bribe coffer's getting a little empty. So yeah, I'd be down. You have anything in mind, or just sort of? We should do our thing, and the heroes of Kelshar give their okay.
Well,
That's a good start. In the last town we were in, the Kitesworn had some running projects. We did our best to just help him collapse. What was it that Kitesworn hired us? They put out a Tether. Do you remember they put out a thing?
Oh, they had
looking
like
for
a
people?
thing on the Adventurers Guild looking for recruits or whatever, and then we
took
forwarded
it down.
To
We
him done.
changed some things.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's the sort of thing that I can get going in the smaller towns in the region for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe not in this town, because the Grand Commander of the Kitesworn is here. She's here, and she's a very efficient and intelligent woman. So that sort of trickery maybe doesn't work here, but it's definitely something I can get going in the rest of the region.
Right. If
So-
we can cause trouble throughout the region. What's her name, by chance?
I have it somewhere.
So is she a good mark to maybe delegitimize through some sort of way?
I mean, it'd be tough. She's
Squeaky clean.
squeaky clean, not from here. We sent the place she's from isn't exactly our territory either, so hard to get information on her background. But well, I mean, maybe we could strike up a deal with the Folly. They probably know about her more than we do.
That could be a if they're encroaching in our territory, it helps to have a line of communication.
Yeah.
Also, we could like
Find this.
sneak into this lady's room, try to dig up some dirt.
Or plant some.
plant some dirt, transform as her, and commit petty crime. I don't know.
I mean, there's all sorts of things that we can do. My concern is not what we can do. My concern is what we can do that will stick.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like, if you pretend to be her and go rob a place, most people are going to be like, oh, somebody pretended to be here to go rob a place, you know?
Yeah.
It's not really the energy she gives off.
We've been gone for a couple weeks. What's the average Joe's take on the Kite Sworn?
Well, no one's
Positive,
a huge...
negative, neutral?
You know, most people aren't a huge fan of a much more attentive police force showing up in a city that didn't really need it. Lot more fines going out, lot more petty arrests, you know. Over in Ash Grove, they love them. They love them over there. You know, keeps the rest of the town in check. Less to spend on private contractors, but
Those private contractors can't be happy.
most of those private contractors now work for the Kitesworn. Recruitment was up for a little while there. So those rich folk over in Ash Grove, they get the same service for less money, and everyone else is paying for it a bit.
So what if we find a way to make the rich people not happy with them?
That would be a move. They're the ones who, you know, control the power. If we could get Favalar against the Kitesworn wouldn't be able to do shit here. I mean, he was the one who brokered the deal with the Claw in the first place. So, I mean,
How do you get a businessman pissed with the cops?
What if they're implementing a tax on a wealth tax to go towards the military?
how do you fake that?
I know.
It doesn't have to actually happen. Just has to be a
Could
rumor.
plant the idea.
That's the sort of thing we could start whispering in people's ears.
Yeah.
Did you hear? Yeah, you know, there was somebody. Did you hear the Kitesworn's gonna be asking the wealthy to pitch in an extra 5-10%?
They need more
Percent of wealth, not of income.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
Anyone
like
in
that.
Kitesworn territories, businesses gonna have to pay an extra 6% on all goods coming and going. Doesn't have to be real.
No,
People just have
that's the
to-
sort of thing we can start. I mean, there have been all sorts of crazy rumors getting spread around here about less believable stuff. So,
Is it about us?
no, about the Fae coming to take everyone's jobs or something.
Oh yeah. That's him.
That's me. I have 7 jobs.
No, yeah, no. I was talking about that's him, the Jade Prince, starting those rumors.
Right. Well, we can. We've made sure that those don't stick, because obviously they don't. But we could try to make these ones stick. And you've got connects up in the big city, right? You got some friends in the capital, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, if we could get some letters.
Some official letterhead.
If you could get some official letterhead would be great, or even just letters written by him. Nothing formal, but couldn't hurt.
Okay.
You know, rumors tend to stick when there's a shred of truth attached to them.
We do know
Gotcha.
there. Do know some good
So-
forgers.
You do that, and I could see what I can do.
Sounds good.
Aldane Tour is her name, by the way.
Aldane Tor.
And I'll write that down for you on this sheet of
Thank you
paper
so
directly in front of me.
I love my.
And that's the leader in Kelshar or the leader in...
That is the lawkeeper of the Kitesworn. She is in charge of all of the Kitesworn. I believe they've stationed her here because Denovan's been a bit of the bad child of the Empire as of late. Less willing to go
And
along
you said-
with the whole situation.
Where is she from?
She's from Bergen.
Bergen. Where in Bergen? Aren't there multiple, like, little places?
I think Alanon. I think I don't know this. I don't know if it's the city Alanon, but one of them city states over there.
Who knows all of them? There's too many to keep
There's
track of.
Quite a few.
Yeah. Well, I'm friends with a high-up official in Caerleone who's closer to Bergen.
Well, Caerleone and Bergen do have more of a working relationship, though they might not if this war happens.
Yeah, I could ask him for some information. So, okay, we start these rumors. We try to dig up dirt on this lady.
I can cause mischief throughout the region as well. I mean, that's
Perfect.
What we need is a good story, a story just believable enough, right? That the Kite Sworn have some new plan, some new thing they're gonna do, and it's kind that's gonna piss off everybody from the top to the bottom. But what is it?
Well, you said lies have a bit of truth in them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So what's the truth of the matter? A potential conflict?
Well, they're here so that the claw can go be an actual military, yeah.
Yeah. I was about to, if there's conflict in the region, that it doesn't do well with business.
Well, depends
or
on
it doesn't
depends
do well.
on the business.
It depends on the business.
I mean, I see the train of thought that you're following. Unfortunately, in most of the rest of the Empire, the Kite Sworn being here so that the Platinum Claw can go wage war on Nildor is a good thing.
Yeah.
Not so much here. Down here in Denovan, we're not quite buying that yet, and that's the sort of narrative we're trying to push off. But risky one to push, you know.
Yeah.
But I like your idea that the Kite Sworn are going to cost something, because, I mean, I haven't seen who's paying them.
Exactly.
Empire's, paying off Bergen to train the Kite Sworn. They're putting a bunch of money into the military to start a war. Where's the money for the Kite Sworn coming from? Probably, at some point, us, right?
Us, yeah, exactly.
Right. Not us.
No, not us, but us,
Folks over in the rich neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit them.
No, it's a good idea. I like it. I like it. I'll workshop it. I mean, I'll run it past my greatest minds. And by that, I don't mean Dima, but,
She's nice.
She is nice. Her talents lie elsewhere.
Is there anything we can do for you? I know you said we don't have to do anything for the whole Poly thing.
If you could get me if you can get me some proof, right, of our lie here, that'd be great. And
that'd be good.
If you hear anything about these disappearances or whatever the hell a hortifact is, let me know.
I think I've heard that word somewhere in a class. Wasn't paying much attention to it.
You haven't, Septon. A different character of yours has, though.
Was it true? A different campaign?
Yep.
Artifact. That's from
Fatebreakers.
It was a horticultural artifact.
Yes.
It was a plant. Magic plant.
I don't know. They're around. They keep asking about whatever a fucking hortifact is. I don't know if it's connected to the disappearances. I don't know what it is. I don't know at all. But you gotta be wary with those clown fuckers.
Okay, cool.
I'll keep my ear to the ground at work.
Yeah. Also, this is we're talking about big stuff. This is a little small thing, a little fun idea I had. I'm working on a new mental stimulant that I think we could do a fun little underground business at the local college.
You want to sell drugs to college students?
Rich college students.
It's a little under our level, Tether, if I'm being honest with you. But
I know, but I have to start somewhere.
If that's a project you want to head up, I'm not going to stand in your way.
Okay, I just I didn't want you to hear rumors this new criminal underlord is selling drugs. It's me.
Tether,
I just wanted to let you know.
Drugs, I would have heard about it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, go for it.
You have to.
No, Tether. I don't mean to stifle your creativity. I love it. It's great. It's a great start.
No, I need to think bigger.
No. Start there. It could become a whole thing. You could do a drug empire. Who knows?
Okay. Oh, by the way, Septon, I did have a question to ask you about something to do. You know how we did that test subject thing in Garrick
What?
Bastion?
You tested the armor.
Oh, yeah, we tested the blight-resistant armor. Why?
Was the idea of being a test subject something you would be down to be again?
Am I testing your new experimental drug?
I would do it too! But, like, as plant lady, I don't know what it's doing to physiology for other people.
I don't know that the Fae is the right guy to ask either, to be honest with you.
That's true. If I have a tendency to just have things bounce off of them.
He wouldn't be the only person I asked.
Tether, maybe now's not the time to discuss.
Yeah, why don't you figure out the details
Okay.
of your little business, not in my office.
Okay, it's the classic teenager avoidance thing. We're talking about big stuff. You move on to the little stuff. I'm so sorry.
If we listen, if I come up with any spin we could put on this that might work, that might have a...
You send me a
I'll let you
message
know.
through Tether and not through your mouth. Don't be coming around
What?
here often. It just, you know.
I don't have to come here to send you a message.
Well, yeah, that too. I don't know. I honestly don't know what you're capable of, so. All right. Oh, and if you see Resk or his bald counterpart, tell him we've got the disappearances under control, right?
Oh, you have it completely handled.
Great.
No one's doing it better than you.
Not in this region, they ain't. All right, I got stuff to do. Get out of here.
Hey,
I was never here.
Tether, we don't hug.
I know.
I'm just gonna
But
stand
you
up
have
and
to
turn and
ask.
just like start to walk out the door. Just like,
Okay, bye.
As Septon leaves, he goes, come here.
Ah!
All right, don't blow her cover. Come on.
Ow, ow, ow.
Cool. Shandi, what are you up to? Are you just going to work, or was there something you wanted to do there? You're muted.
There's something I wanted to do, but I want to keep it low key right now. So I'll ask you with.
You can
I
text me about it too if you want.
It's not that big a deal that we have to go through all that effort. I just want to ask that with I'm taking handicrafts, right?
Yep.
Okay, with that plus my expertise or not my apprenticeship, would I be able to like make like a small like Jack in the Box type contraption
You could totally work on that.
if
Yeah,
if I roll well,
yeah, I think so.
like by end of day, like a rush order?
Yeah, I think you'll have to roll decently well to make it like work, but yeah.
Okay. What do you want me to roll to make that?
What were we rolling for your smithing? Was it just Dex plus proficiency? I think, or intelligence
That-
plus proficiency. I think you could take either one.
I'll take Dex, I think.
Cool.
Flaccid 20.
Yeah, you can make a Jack in the Box thing with like the pop functionality for sure.
Okay,
Cool.
so yeah, end of the night, Shandi walks out of the workshop with a wrapped box that he carries back to Hagen Estate, and he places in front of Tether's door.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, night comes. Y'all return home. I assume Pierre and Una just did some studying for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Cool. The three of you, or the two of you, because you're staying later, but the two of you do run into Cynthia Helminster on her way back, and she's carrying a bunch of armor, but refuses to let you help her carry it back to Hagen. But she walks next to you.
or the two of us.
Yeah, the two of you.
You sure, Cynthia? Like, you didn't...
It's my duty to carry, and I shall carry it. I'm squiring for a number of students at the Mage College, and I have to polish their armor tonight.
What?
They're fucking with you.
Yeah,
No.
they're taking advantage of you.
No. This is within the duties of a squire.
Right. I mean, yeah, yes.
How many people
But-
are you squiring for?
12.
12 is a lot. 12's a lot
Yeah.
of people.
I can handle it.
You shouldn't
I mean-
squire for more than one person.
No. I can squire for all of them. It's perfectly fine. They only part-time use this armor anyway.
Wait a minute. How many people?
12.
Well,
Is it that fucking blast ball team?
Yes, actually.
Cheating bastards.
Yeah, they cheat, and they're not honorable people.
They
Well,
cheated.
they
cheated the last time we
They
played.
used to, but their team captain has sort of cracked down on that in recent months, apparently.
Is what's her name still on the team? The lizard folk.
Unzeka, yes.
She was cool.
She
I liked
did not
Unzeka.
require me to take her armor.
Yeah, because she's not fucking with you. Because she's
No,
nice.
she doesn't use armor.
Natural
that's,
armor.
That's also true. Yeah, she has scales.
No, they don't cheat anymore, apparently. That's what I...
If she asked you to polish her armor, that'd be a little
Weird.
much for a squire.
But well, like, how about you thought about instead of quantity, you go quality?
I suppose, but there's no knights here. Your empire doesn't
Well,
have any
actually,
knights.
did you know the new girl we brought with us is a knight, and you should squire for her and only her.
The big muscular
Yeah,
woman with the dual-bladed scimitar?
yeah.
She's a knight? Of what noble house?
Yeah.
Tether of what noble house?
Well, I can't speak Wood Elf. I can't pronounce it.
Well, I could add her to my list. It would be easier to squire somebody I share a place of
On
education.
campus with, yeah.
I'll have to see her pedigree.
Her dog?
No. Although speaking of dog, your dog bit me.
We gotta kill that. We gotta get rid of that thing.
We're not
We
killing
gotta
the
get rid of
dog.
that thing.
Me and Una have it handled.
It's a bit of
Cynthia, I am
it's a bit of a dangerous beast.
Cynthia, I am so sorry. That thing should not be on campus.
No, you're absolutely right. It shouldn't be on campus.
So sorry.
It's all right. My manservant has a way with it.
Okay.
It's taking a liking.
Did we tell you? Did we tell you we killed a dragon?
I saw that you killed a dragon, and I must say I'm quite jealous. And I hope that I get the opportunity to prove myself as you all have.
Does that count as pedigree? Because Peer is a big part of that.
No, pedigree's in your blood, I'm afraid.
Oh, like
There
O
was
negative?
a lot of blood.
That's
Much of it pierced.
that's not quite what I mean.
Mine's white. Is that what you mean?
No,
Blood's white?
Yeah.
I thought it was
I
great.
suppose I've seen that before.
No. If you watch the first episode, I
Okay,
say it's a
there you go.
milky substance.
There you go. Either way, we're almost there, and I need to go polish all of this. But first, I shall speak to this lady Pierre, then. Sets out a bunch of armor.
I suppose.
Well, yeah, she'll be at your home, right?
Yeah.
Well, then I shall accompany you, if that's
Heather?
all right.
Tether, is there anything you want to say before this happens?
Yeah, I was lying, but see, it's
Oh.
so easy for you to be so trusting.
Well,
Thank God, we might have just avoided.
I had no
some
reason not to
unpleasantness.
trust you. You're my classmate. Why did you lie?
Well.
Think of it as a lesson.
In that case, why don't you trust us when we say they are
should
screwing
quit.
with
Because
you? They are
I'm-
taking advantage
Because
of you.
I've squired before, and these are the activities that are required of a squire.
Of 12 nights? No one squires for 12 nights.
I admit, many say that I take on more than I can handle, but I promise that I can handle this.
Hey, what about? Hey, what if you don't have to go? Like, what is it? Like 45 minutes to and from?
Yes.
What if you don't have to do that? What if you squire for us?
Well, ostensibly, I'm competing with you, no?
Man, not
It wouldn't
really.
be a conflict of interest.
We competed once.
Yeah, and we won. And I'm sorry.
Well, no, you were the better opponent in that
Yeah.
situation. Don't take this the wrong way, but they are nobility.
But do they have the feats that we have?
Yeah, any of them ever killed a dragon?
No, not that I know of, though I haven't asked.
Have either of them ridden an ancient dragon?
Also,
I doubt it.
Also, nobility? Come on. Think of all the best heroes of the land, past and present. What proportion of them are nobility?
In the histories, most.
Maybe. Come on.
That's
All the
biased.
best
The nobility,
characters?
yeah.
The best heroes? Come on.
I understand that you're from this empire, but in my homeland, the heroes are knights. Gallant lords and ladies. Follow a chivalric code.
Yeah.
Okay.
Suppose that is how it is.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it was. And I very much like it to be that way again.
But it's very nice. It's better. I would say it's better to have a more global perspective.
Septon doesn't want to tell this poor, naive girl that every adventurer he's ever met is probably more criminal than noble.
Yeah,
and every noble he's met is probably more criminal than anything.
I don't want to burst her bubble.
I have my family's honor to retain, and I think going through the proper channels is probably for the best for me until I can grow a legend of my own. But I appreciate the input. I don't appreciate you lying to me about Pier's pedigree, but I understand why you did it.
Yeah, but I would just imagine Pier's one of the best fighters I've ever seen. Doesn't have pedigree at all.
No, Pierce from a poor rural woodland town.
Well, I'm less concerned of ability because I'm enamored by all of your ability, and I would love to study the blade from her example. But in terms of actually squiring from someone without a knightly pedigree doesn't do anything for me.
Why?
There's no honor to be had in that.
Why? Or nobility inherently better?
No, that's just how honor is determined and always has been in my nation.
Determines honor.
Well, honorable acts passed down through generations.
Can't pass on an honorable act.
But who
Sure
says
you can,
what
by
is
teaching-
not an honorable
by
act?
teaching your children to act as honorably as you have.
Right, but that's not the act. Like, if I do something honorable to you, that doesn't count for my kid.
No, but if my father, and he didn't, but if my father committed honorable acts and had honorable intent and imbued that honorable intent into me, I can then perform honorable acts, continuing the legacy of my family.
So can
You could
only
also
people with
just-
good pedigree commit honorable acts?
Well, you can gain good pedigree.
And who says who has and has not good pedigree?
The king. The king decides that.
Oof. I wouldn't trust the king to decide anything these days.
Yeah.
At least not in this country.
Well, this country doesn't have
Yeah.
a king. It has a limp-wristed emperor.
Eh. You say potato.
I should thank you
mean-
not to compare your ineffective emperor with the Lion King.
Mine. Where I come from, we have a queen, and you don't talk anything about the queen. Trust me.
Well, then you understand.
Yeah, and my leader is
No,
fused to a
Because the
log.
queen is also sort of a conniving character, if you will.
The king of my country defended our people from the swarm of demons when our world was subsumed into the abyss. Without him, my nation would no longer exist. It does not do you well to besmirch his honor. He's a good man.
Yeah, we're not. We're just asking
No.
you to be a little more critical and question people in power when they tell you what is right and what is wrong.
Yes, no besmirchment meant. Just
I appreciate your worldview, but I don't have the luxury of sharing it.
Looks like you have a lot of luxuries. You have a manservant.
I tried not to, but he won't leave. I have my family line to consider, and I have a lot of ground to make up to reclaim the goodness of our name. And the way I can do that in the eyes of my countrymen is the way I know how. I appreciate your worldview. I appreciate how this all works for the rest of you. But there's a path in front of me, and if I don't follow it, then my house does not gain honor. Good night. She turns on her heel and walks back to her house.
I'm pretty sure you can
Alright.
love your family without honor. Oh well.
we don't get it, Tether. We're simple folk.
Yeah. Country bumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you all make your way back home. Tether, there's a package out front of your door.
A gift!
There's a note on the package.
Oh, what does it say?
It says, "Dear Tether, I'm sorry to get this to you so late in the day. I didn't realize it was Give Tether a Gift Day until you mentioned it earlier. I hope you enjoy. Sean D."
Wow, I put that on the calendar as a joke. Okay. I start unwrapping it.
It's a little metal box with a crank in the side.
I start cranking.
I'll-
I start cranking in the hallway.
a little tune plays, and then after about 30 seconds, the lid pops up, and a little squirrel with a mushroom cap on its head pops out.
Aww.
I rip the mushroom cap off of it and light it on fire, but then I keep the squirrel.
Shit.
Now, did you go outside before you started this fire? Or is
But this is a
Septon,
tiny one.
gonna come back out of his room to see that there is a fire in the hallway?
I have shape water. It's fine.
Okay,
I think
okay.
Heather can handle immolating a thing. Though your room is across the hall from Shandi, you probably could have seen this occur if you were peeking out the door. I don't know if you would.
No, my room is
Oh no,
directly
you're on the other.
opposite.
Yeah, you're on the other side. Never
Yeah.
mind. I was thinking about slide room because that's ostensibly yours too. Cool.
It's everyone's.
Well, you're all met back again. If there's anything you want to do, you can. If not,
I'm sure me and Septon just tell everyone what happened.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna write to my Carleonan friend about dirt on this lady. Septon, do you want to take getting like letterhead from our contacts in the capital?
Where are our contacts in the capital again?
Resk.
Resk.
I could probably procure that letterhead.
Okay, Shandi, can you do that?
No, I'm gonna keep trying to think of a best way to spin this story. There's something here, and I can't put my finger on it.
If anyone else has any good ideas, let us
Septon's
know.
Start a pamphlet.
was
Septon
that
goes on the
squire?
Lady Whistledown arc.
What?
I said, what was that squire's name?
Oh, Cynthia Helminster. She's one of the underclassmen.
Do you guys mention Cynthia?
Yeah,
Do you mention the pedigree?
yeah.
She's like, you said you're coming back telling everyone what you got into, right? Or what you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like the Cynthia
Um,
thing's probably a lighter part at the end, where we're like,
That's
yeah,
fair.
Cynthia's squiring
Kinda
for
chuckle and
she's
be like,
looking.
oh
for
yeah, I
people."
guess I kind of have that back home. Although
You do?
Get out!
my
Your nobility among the wood elves?
yeah, I mean like my dad is in charge of Lunewanor.
Oh,
My family's
Well,
been
damn.
there for a very long time.
you're a princess.
Those wood elf villages are kind of though, we were sort of like, well, I wouldn't say I'm a princess. That's not really
Princess!
how it works in our position. But I do
Sorry,
have
lady.
I do have a
Lady
pedigree,
Pier.
I suppose there's a.
So
Don't
I
ever call me
did
that,
lie.
or I'll break your nose.
Oh,
Because of
Oh.
Lady Pier.
Well, then what's your
I've
title?
called you weirder.
That's fine. I'd prefer anything besides Lady Pier.
Got it.
It's not really a title the way that nobility is handled in like the larger
It's just a vibe.
cities of Zymor. Well, no, it's more than a vibe. There's a lot of tradition and history that goes into it. But speaking of the Wood Elf villages, I gesture at the big ice castle. There's a banished Fae, whole Prince of Winter thing, who's been wiping Wood Elf villages off the map. That wouldn't happen to be anything related to this guy, now would it? 'Cause,
Unclear.
I'm looking at the big castle of ice. I didn't really put two and two when I got here. I was distracted by the whole just peanuts thing, but
Oh shit.
Very
anything
We'll
much.
about
dig
this
into
guy?
that.
I mean, very much maybe the same guy. I'm not positive. I don't.
You
What was
do
the Wood
know
Elf?
that it was him. Because
Oh, it was
the
him.
Jade Prince told you that.
Did
They
the
hired-
Jade
they
Prince
hired- they-
get him to do that?
They hired his advisor to convince him to do that. That tricky guy who you made a deal with, and he ran away.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And we
he
killed
was-
him, right?
Yeah, I think you found him later and killed him. I'm not quite
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
how it worked, but I think
We
you
did.
took care of him. Yeah.
He was tricked into it. That's right.
Yeah, the Jade Prince had his advisor get him to do it, and then we killed the advisor.
Oh. So it's just
Yeah.
more bullshit from JP, huh?
Yeah.
He was a false flag, essentially.
Do you still want to confront this guy? Because, like, totally backing you.
Right,
Well,
like- I would get it well if you were pissed, but he wasn't really operating on.
Malintent.
He was kind of tricked into it. He
does-
did still do it, though.
Yeah.
You do see some movement over there. It looks as though there is a figure climbing up the side of the castle and sitting on the roof. A blue figure.
It's either Elias or it's the prince.
Does anyone have
Is the-
binoculars?
I mean, it's not that far away. It's visible. Prince, yeah.
Yeah, okay, it's the prince.
Why didn't he just build a staircase to the roof? Why is he climbing up the wall?
He's being moody.
He is
The joys
now
in the
looking
dream.
up at the night sky. Yeah, while sitting on a roof.
Yeah.
He's being moody.
That's okay. I'm not really looking to confront him now. I guess better to know that he was being manipulated, and I guess as long as he's here, you can keep tabs on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
We're
can
not
ask
doing
him.
it. To be fair, we're not doing anything to keep him here. He's
Yeah.
just here on agreement, essentially. He could suddenly get up and walk away, but
His own agreement? He felt indebted to us.
He was
Oh, I see.
threatened by the Jade Prince
Right.
Yeah.
with death.
it was
If he didn't
it was
do
kind of get killed or come with us, and we just kind of told him like, look, better here than dead.
Right.
Yeah, so we could still talk to him, see if anyone else was involved. If you want to do that.
Yeah, maybe you got a ladder to go up. Although I get the feeling at the top is going to be the Jade Prince.
Okay. Do you guys like riddles?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm bad at them.
Well, way back when, there's been a lot of conflict in my home village recently and around the woods. Are you familiar with I don't know if I'm gonna say this one right. You can correct me if I'm wrong. A Nimuwenai? Nimuwenai?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what that was supposed to be pronounced when I sent it to you.
It is it's a sprite. It's like a fey-touched, prophetic individual. They speak in riddles. Riddles are their whole thing. Anyways, one was attacking the village. I killed it, and in its dying breaths, it read to me a riddle, and it didn't really make a lot of sense until, well, looking around, some pieces started to come together. So I'm just gonna tell you guys, and you'll have to excuse me. I'm not much of a poet myself, but whatever. I'm just gonna say it. Okay. So
Hit
it
us.
goes I wrote it down. I can't remember. I pull out some paper. It says, "The Prince of Glass, his envy opaque, and 5 young minds his mirrors to take, shall with the scion of ice unmake the peace that rules the times. Through worm-like cunning and treachery," and worm is spelled like with a Y, like a dragon, "their union will blossom for all to see, and with their pawns, us, you, and me, make war that rules the times."
Do you put that in the chat?
Yeah, I can put that
Yeah,
in the
can you
chat.
put that on the list?
Put it over here in Discord too. I might put it in Discord later, because if I put it in Discord now, I'm gonna lose my spot in this chat I'm looking at.
What?
You need to scroll
It's
back
in
up.
Foundry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright. Prince of Glass. Sounds like maybe a Jade Prince. 5 young
Is
minds.
that you guys?
5 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Shall with a scion of ice unmake scion of ice out there on the lake.
Look, I don't think he's done with this guy.
Unmake the peace that rules the times. Start a war. Through the worm-like cunning and treachery, worm-like, we have a couple of dragons in play here. Treachery of their union will blossom to see. For all of us to see with their pawns, us, you, and me. You. Make war that rules the times. The 5 of us, and somehow our elven friend out there, are gonna lead to the war. We're gonna start the war.
Maybe if we get rid of the elven guy out there, the war doesn't happen.
Or maybe us thinking that and then driving him away and making him an enemy in us is the chain reaction that starts the war.
Oh,
It's hard to,
true.
it's hard to like,
Yeah.
these type of things, like, you're like, after it happens, you're like, oh!
If anything is sure to trigger a prophecy from happening, it's trying to avoid it.
I should have told you guys about this. Ah, fuck. Ah.
No.
Now, if only we had some sort of group we could hire, who, when there's a fate that has been predestined, they could somehow interrupt it. They could somehow get
They're busy.
involved.
They're doing some pirate shit, all right?
Guys, if we stall for like 3 weeks, we won't be busy.
I
If
think
you
they
stall
might
for 3 weeks, you can get
actively-
almost all of the Fate Breakers.
I
5 of the Fate Breakers.
I think right now you're fighting the Seafang Prince, actually. Like, that might be happening either today or in the next 3 days.
Nice.
The in and around.
Yep, the in and behind, I think you'll find.
In and
The
behind.
one behind.
I heard they have a paladin who breaks all magical convention and can summon a steed in an action
Yeah.
instead of a couple hours.
Yeah, it's crazy how that happened.
I heard they have a very handsome drow who's very insecure but never casts Eldritch Blast.
Didn't do it one time.
Okay. Well, on a lighter note, if you ever want a squire, you could help a misled girl out from a
No.
lot of labor. Okay.
Absolutely not.
Come
I carry
on.
my own shit. Thank you very much. Look, if she
Yeah,
needs
but
a
it would-
favor, like get her out of trouble.
No, she's
I'll
she's
help her, but-
she's currently squiring for 12 people. We're trying
Just
to
give
convince
her like
her.
a knife to polish every other day or something.
We're trying to convince her she's getting scammed.
Why not just like tell her that like Sean D has a pedigree? Look at the way he like moves.
He does. He's part of a noble house. He might literally be a knight.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, no. Not technically.
No? I was
Court
gonna say,
duelist.
actually, a soldier for a noble house? Is that not a
Yeah,
knight?
soldiers fight in wars. I don't do that.
While conversation's happening, Tether is just like unassumingly putting something on a little paper on the fun board that says in horrible handwriting, Tether's test subjects, sign up here, payment in friendship.
You have money!
Actually, I have Tether's money.
Yeah, there's test subjects because like the same vibes as like at Muhlenberg when you had a friend who was a psych major and would be like, I need you to like come to the basement of Moyer and be a part of my project.
Watch this video about animal slaughter. Do you not want to eat meat anymore?
No, I still do, actually.
Yeah, me and Blake did that.
Fuck.
No, I kind of knew that was what went down.
I signed up
I
for a
understand.
lot of psych tests in the basement of Moyer.
You know, I lived with a psych major for 3 years and I was never asked to partake in a test.
Turns
Missed
out you
out.
were the study the whole time. You didn't.
If I was the study, no wonder it took him so long to graduate. Results inconclusive from whatever the fuck that study was supposed to be.
There is a knock at the door.
Hello.
I gotta hollow our house so people can't get to it.
Well, we have a moat. We could just.
Yeah, that's
I just
right.
didn't have enough. I didn't have enough money to install an actual drawbridge, so we just have a bridge.
Who is it?
It's Elias.
Oh, open
okay.
the door. Get in here, Elliot.
Hey, buddy.
Hello. I was just coming over for a few reasons. What happened with Cynthia? She came back very upset.
We got into a philosophical debate about honor.
Oh,
And who decides what that is?
That's
yeah.
a touchy subject.
Yes.
Usually it's just her
She
and
was like,
Dagar fighting back and forth about that one.
she was kind of convinced that those with honor are good and correct and right. And I
And
was
have
like,
good
it's a
pedigree.
little more complicated. Yeah, right. Those with pedigree are good and correct, and you can get honor from them. And I was kind of like, it's not really like that, I feel like. And she
You
didn't
have
quite
to-
much care
You
for
have
that.
to forgive her a bit. It's the culture she was raised in.
I know. We may have overspoken by saying that, like, hey, your king's in charge, but like he's still a guy, and there's other
authority.
rulers. There's other rulers. You should be wary of them. And she didn't much care for that because their king is.
Yes, she
Yeah.
idolizes that man, and but rightfully so, from what I can tell. Though he's
Rightfully so for now.
getting on in years. I don't know how many, great feats he has left in him, but
Yeah. Nobody's infallible, but yeah, I'm sure he's a
Right.
great.
no, I
Sorry,
think he also came from a long disgraced line, and then re-rose to prominence through noble acts. So I understand the touchy subject. And the other interpersonal drama I have to bring to your feet, unfortunately, is Nimneth. He didn't say it, but he's bummed that you haven't talked to him yet since you've been back.
We just got back.
I knew it. He was being moody. He was making a show of being moody on the roof so we'd see it.
He's on the roof. Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
he's a bit dramatic. You don't have to go speak to him now, but you should talk to him at some point soon. 'Cause
Right now.
He's moody about it. You know how he gets.
Well,
Going right now.
And also, I hope your day was good. I hope it was a good day back.
Yeah, how are
Thank
you?
you.
How was your 2 weeks?
I'm all right. It's been. I mean, I've had less to do without Averth being here, or Mr. Railsinian. I apologize.
no,
Don't
it's
have to
fine.
apologize.
He's Averth.
He's Averth, yeah.
He is Averth. But you have to show.
He's-
He's one of the greatest wizards of our time. So I respect.
He's-
all that, but
No, you don't. You don't. You really
You
do.
really don't.
yes.
We do because we like him. You don't have to give someone respect just because they're one of the great. We just did this with Cynthia. I'm not doing it
No,
again.
not for
Yeah.
the same reason. Just generally, a wizard could kill you with a thought. So generally, a good idea to be respectful to them. I've found.
Everett,
Now,
can you kill me with a
that's
thought?
good reason.
What?
Sure, he wants to
I
sometimes.
haven't had as much to do as I generally do because he hasn't been here and he's still not back. So I hope he comes back soon. I've been a little bored, but other than that, nothing terrible. My cohort is shaping up to be a good team. I can't help them as much as the rest of them do, but it's good to be there with them, sort of be a support member of their little squad.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with support.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing wrong with support.
Not in the same way that you are support. I am emotional support. I can't really offer much in the realm of combat. That's not where I shine.
No worries.
Don't worry. There's plenty of people who we've never done combat alongside who have been more helpful than anyone else we know.
No, I'm glad, and that is who I hope to be for my group. But yes, it's been fine. It's been good. I'm glad your first day back was good, though I heard about the whole snafu with the politics in the morning. I'm sorry for that, but I should go. It's my turn to cook dinner. But welcome back and welcome, Pierre, again. Pleasure to meet you again.
Oh, Pierre, Elias.
We
Pierre.
met briefly last night, but I hope you're enjoying the place.
I don't remember that.
Yes. Well, anyway, that's my messages. So long. And he goes.
His turn to cook dinner. We should take turns cooking dinner.
Guys, I would be so down, but you guys don't want to eat what I want to eat. We've been through this before.
I would cook, but I think I should send a message to our prince over the lake.
Oh yeah, sure.
We should go. Wait, we could just go see him though.
Maybe not all of us
he'll see us
want to
coming.
see him.
Approach it. One does not approach a castle without permission.
And some people might have some baggage that they don't want to dig up right now. Tether's
Right,
going to be as
yes.
unsubtle as possible, but trying to be subtle.
I will reach out to our prince friend and see if maybe tomorrow he would like to get together. Does that sound good with everyone?
Maybe. Do you think we could convince this guy to help us take down JP?
Yeah.
Probably.
He probably hates him
Right.
too, right?
Yeah, doesn't like us much, but
I mean, clearly if he's
Enemy of
pining
your
for
enemy.
attention.
yeah. We're building a coalition against JP effectively.
Hmm.
We've got the Shaded Alley, we've got most of Kalshar, we've got possibly Nimneth, we have the Scythe Lord. Could be interesting.
You have the Order of the Paling Flame.
Order of the Paling Flame,
They owe you.
they're with us.
I still have their great axe they gave me.
Yeah. The
Oh,
coal
can we
the
sell
coal
that?
the coal has burnt out. So it's
Oh,
just
okay.
It's a great act.
it's a magical great axe, but it has a slot where you could slot in something else. And they were using Magitech gems to put like a force field around it to make it non-lethal. So you could probably elementally, using a Magitech gem, turn that into whatever element you want it to be.
Okay. Cool.
I will send a message to our friend. Septon is going to also climb onto the roof.
Oh, that
And
sounds
then-
fun. I'm going to climb up on the roof too.
Can Septon see
Yeah.
Nimnith from there? Alright.
If he
Then
noticed
Septon
you
will-
climb on the roof, he didn't react.
Septon will cast Sending.
Okay.
Oh.
And let's see, how's it's a good way to put this? Yeah. So let's type up his message. Evening, Prince over the lake. Sorry we didn't come by today, but you... I'm gonna run out of words. Sorry we didn't come by today. Okay. Could we visit your castle tomorrow?
Art
No.
emoji.
XOXO.
And 3 words left.
I love you.
Kisses and hugs.
Hugs and kisses.
Nice view. And as he sends it, Septon will wait a few seconds and then wave from the roof of the house.
You see him turn and look at you. And then he just sort of looks back up at the moon. He doesn't respond.
Well, we're going tomorrow whether he likes it.
Alright. And you head to bed and prepare for the morrow. And with that, we will end tonight's session of Bright Futures and pick up in the morning. Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for playing. Thank y'all for watching. If you're not currently playing a TTRPG with your friends, you should, because it's the only place that you could figure out the meaning of a Bulgy Wulgy after, 4 years?
Yeah.
You can't do that in any other hobby, so you're missing out. All right, catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.